akwara no bobo no any street no chese bomu anisa.
Yes. Me any street no uche street no omo bobo kwa na ba lorry kwan no. Na nkoda edimrika kwachi ball no. So me decided na I know they men come greatly, but sometimes this is the way yama politics. I did call your program one your society more and more because me understand Gababa Jaman and Associates. We would do that as a social project, but your approach is no, na politics na baby. In the anche enemy who say omo ababe sa wall, but that is a story for another day. Kwame, edana kasaro de biara teachers bebree wo school mu wa ombedi me dance say anytime me pie na mu ze nkoda edi agro side no I warn them say they should be careful because kwame no ko hu edana na hu pillar no unye mezi kwa na hu pillars kwa ana unye engineer kwa na hu pillars kwa hu say pillars we ne papa ucha enye papa. And you have always been one, especially, Kwame. Now, man, for your sorrow or building new bar. The beer, first floor. The beer, American say, the beer, coffee, as already done with another papa. Because, may understand me say, since 2012, the CCO, 2012, and you see, Dan CEO. And you see skeleton is one sabi in show Bruno from my family all those things. It is immediate down the boy need the Kwame and never one. But the other Daniel see and say it's school day. It's in school day. It's in school day and a problem. Because they be a minimum sending Kwadani nature building was here. Na sabi omkra omefrim nipa miensa emefri mu Kwame ni azanketua nipa miensa na se ye trawa since 2012 ye dia bicycle sidayesi ho ya anya ho hwia besi se abibi buku nipa endo na jo be sende se nadmo police soldier omi na guwa no more try some back clear debris no and the nyawo sigas many ya clear a whole in buda na se bibi efu and we could have done this earlier because nearby the area husem but also the as a country
now hello alaje eba ye amanfo se somebody must be held responsible for Sadia SCA. It's say one, when a mass wine contract. Two, nipa krono okohwe se ade na nkasa no was structural integrity. Three, ade no ekosi sem ye jan wa man sinsen wa sa bepim se de esi.
Family, I agree completely that somebody must be responsible. I agree, sir. There must be an immediate investigation. Ministry of Education, together with Ministry of Interior, must institute some investigation into this thing. Now, we are Ojai Dani CEO. Again, across all these since 2012 or so. No, what is the problem? I think, sir, somebody must be held responsible. And Kwame, I agree completely. Say a dan Kwame down na pillars who certified it? From them, some started ground floor, first floor, second floor. Why end a man who can say a damn BCC? So I think there, Kwame, I agree with the people there. There must be somebody because whoa, yaka say nipa mense sa na eko Kwame. Nothing is done. We don't learn any lesson from it. Are we ready to even say get farm projects I abandon no. Because one of the best policies are me who say aban we buy a wire and say common funds called the boy no. More requires more allocate about 20% or so say abandoned projects here in Congo, which is very good. But in this particular instance, no, when we start taking advantage, near future get fund projects, they abandoned projects across the country, no, and we go and look at them. Is it near or structural integrity? The president, it can stand the test of time. If it can, you move from and sana akokum nipa. And this is the situation. I think that I agree with those people.
Alaji, baako bi mu a mepɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ ne sɛ award contractor yɛ award ma nipa bi mu mostly no wobɛhwɛ mu school dan akwan no ne adeadeɛ no da bia ɛbɛyɛ party chairman anyɛ party chairman a ɛyɛ asomasi anyɛ asomasi a constituency organizer nom saa adeadeɛ yi si yɛdi party from ɛho a ɛntimi forestall the recurrence of this nneɛma a yɛhu yi.
Whoever it is, no, must be held responsible. And no problem to your party chairman or a contractor. Over to your party officer or your rules or your will be out the business here. Your party void and just will be in Juma, be out in Juma. So it is not about the party or it's not about the brand or whatever. It must be cut across whoever. Or yes, if only it is the negligence of somebody or the wrongdoing of somebody, anybody at all should be responsible. It doesn't matter. Or a party chairman or a party secretary. That's why body. The law should not be a respecter of a person. The law must be generally applied. And it is Obi Ayebonia. It's not about his party affiliation. It's about because we're in America. If you 2012 for Kwame, and then no, we should be able to go back and see what has happened.
I see. Now, Alaji, so far, Uba yes no, he said to say a constituency. I also east.
Kwame, na mi adum bibia ada din. When you say me no ye we swear me in na me beton krani mu preocupe because not parliament is about to rise. And now the parliament be rising so and ejuma no ebusu pa. And for the last week dear. Kwame we ye fifia anopatena ye ba vie another 10 because who got what was mu break maybe 1 hour so it was a baptism of fire because na bibia enam ni kwemu na pressure no way so that and the bibia koso na me ando break it for 3 weeks into my back concerns here me to nyama NSA many assembly management for Asia or Nima and many party for so every change. So I'm putting in place all this because I need to update myself. Once you told me so about 3 weeks and I'm now improving my with skills and see what is there, taking stock of Nyama, the predecessors and Jaya, baby Waya Kudru, Nyametiniaye. And so, generally, it's good, it's nice. Parliament is into the Parliament, so I'm not a new person in that environment. In I've settled in properly. We are already working. It looks good. It's interesting. And the estate minister of Buayana is to me also my understanding that
yene nyaminti yana wase
Ami misumela masipa.
ya share da sepa Alhaji Baba Jamal ene ene no atwen kom no ke 101.7 so die na yemma democrat so na fe yemfa enkomo enso enhye so na fe yehunu se die so ande bode hunu ebefa oyena na yenko
yo nana me da se papa na ya the democrat and said and the delegate democrat ani na delegate ni mo no de his excellency reverend canon nana adodan kwaku fado picture e na atu ani mo yi his excellency reverend canon nana adodan kwaku fado na no zo
je me de se yesu amani hunu na ebe nti obebo mass
Anglican so mo mass o
Anglican bo mass
oh okay yeah be fata no no to me former president neni Jesus di ho pa ana ya neni Jesus
so no e ma serve akura
sa ho oh and no wonder and no wonder and odidi mu an nei ofre na to no so yi erade afre no na nei his excellency reverend canon na nadan kwaku fuado ana wose ni nua ketwa his excellency John Dramani Mahama wose ne se emna na woye mampeni no agenda 111 eya amambuo ensese ya wode ba ye se wosise yaresa bia wo mantwo no ni ntwa so aboa ama ayaresa aye toten entwetwe nzisi se kuro bi so pipe wa ebetwa na fofia ntwata no dware abam wenwie agenda 111 no ena ofiri abamu anase wone na manyoko na efiri abamu ento asema mpeni John Dramani mama se wabayi agenda 111 na wo sha ase na wenwie no oma nani nku na womodia so obeye ni na kama na etumi ayese de se na efata aboa Ghana ayarehwe ene apomuden ho nsem enti delegate ni mo na asemi da na katafeto sunsia o delegate bokata mo se Chief Executive Officer Dema Men's Gold Ghana Limited ana apia meisa woni Men's Gold customers no asem na dan wo court yedi court gusudi na ewo court ni seje mu no ewo se kanam 1 wo ba court na kwadu aye dia bono no dia wonim fa ho ne dia wo so opeso ka fa ho yina no ewo so ba court na wono a woni na meniemi enyu ogina court atem wadakam na woyi ya no de adanse ebata dia wo ka yina ho na so court wo wa no munya letter na letter ni free nam 1 ne doctor ho court bie letter ni mu hwe ya na doctor gba mane se nam 1 oyare ontia pokra no ho mfa no enti se obetumi aba court pa baba bedi kwadu aye de abono no ho adanse de anwa onam kwamu anu a wetwa hwe enti nam 1 doctor so sere court se wo de court pese obi se ni bia no wo munya ne virtual or the hospital pastor wo de camera besini so na wo munni asem no
kai Egypt mampani
Hosni Mubarak
wa mutu na de so
na no the stretchers wo ya de ne court
Arab city morning
na ye na omkogu Tahrir Square no
Tahrir Square ya
na nam so the stretchers wa ya de drip disease ne so
na ye wo presenter bi okumase na oko hospital ena omdi nsuo si ne so by bo be 7-8 na eso be any program
anyumre 7
ba na program no so no akwa na oni wa oye no oya age afri ni nsem dia wo ho e be se obi kuta unse drip ya bi si ade so
Daddy bi no.
Aha, obi apagya no e wo daddy no so. Na won ha no odi mirika e ba. Ade.
What be your program?
What the year?
I don't want to tape now. This will come up here.
Where is out?
Hey.
Now, the visa only we are here station number 2.
When we are saying, but what do we are saying?
We don't free we are say. Nana. Hey, obra, ne siri o no pay dia na bibi we chire.
No, the piano baby I say, other than no one siri e.
And na siri e tone no nana tone no.
And kwa hu sa ye.
Wasaye bio nana. Wasaye. Nana wasaye bio.
Nale, and I let you me.
Hey, nana, who voice be na? Ye say nana do. Sofo no. Akwa bi kasa.
Ose afatawo.
Who dey me wi amebo. Na da. No kan fo no na wo ye. Was we pa ni so di kwesi efu. Mama kom raoti. Kwa ku me ba me no be di blaster ho nkomo.
Na mundi pa mundi.
Na se we die nana tebiri nyum na eze obo ngomo ba bio. Saso abina. Keta jine nizo saso.
Ese.
Yo ja na unya yo bia ja no ho. Agoi ni mwadwuma. Ya ka. Nani. Na wanga se what is school? Ana school no so pe teachers. Na ope JSS teachers. Obi ba na the day nursery certificate ba ya osimafa no.
Obabo no modern. Me kwa ba. Yewra Onassis Kobi. Wano Deputy Director in charge of operations Petroleum Hub. Na yene no entwetwe enkomo. Okay, 101.7 suni. Miro Onassis Kobi mi mwache.
Ejo Kwame.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kwame. Woko de.
Oko na oso
Ejana don de ache.
Na wedi me fa nkomo yi free say. Na anu ada na me hu se wo de niam bia beto Facebook page. Efa contract bia ewo ho sa contract no wo mo say review. Na ye de be pa obi nto ensika kom ema kokuo. Na ye de be pa na pese oka.
Kwame, ma menchia eyewe chief nyina na menye eyitaka correction ka me so me deputy CEO enye deputy director. Deputy director my job be adwuma no.
What try on sir.
Deputy CEO of Petroleum Hub. Kwame, the tie ne say answer na eyi sense ni ya for first state for a year what the Bible thing about procurement issues with the Ministry of Roads and Highways. And I mentioned I make margin kakra said the minimum. The intention and yet to go into power omoye no any a bono in any case many quantity surveyor, many engineer, you know, in terms of the pricing aspect of it, and no and said that and yet me but now they are not yeminya kakra a year for first state forecast a year company be the workers year phone, you know, for which reason no company no lack the capacity to do any job of construction of a kind, you know. Now me feel say if we say Kwame would minimum no if you come say Fox FM Kesiwa radio would take no mono minimum is the boga ne de o yete te boga pa wakwa ba me nim ekura a continent a wo na ifi so ewo wiafi enti do me sure say unim nim de kakra say the developed countries no me the America be factor we say what am me track kakra any UK no a lot of times ana construction companies are adwuma be it a kwan be it pools, be it friends a dance, you know, at the part of being a company a medium size. Na ne for the workers broke 5. No, intense. A lot of times we so
no crown say one and second contract na. na wɔn assemble nipa wɔn that expertise no together. After
exactly.
the expiration of the contract, now more disperse mu nyina ema moko because they cannot keep you there whilst adwuma bi anyho.
Exactly, Kwame. You know, Usha, Ubukwesi, Kwame Nkrumah and Sons Limited. It just say Kwame Nkrumah and Ma, and I take your friends here, Jumokuno.
Including Bibi to say Mark and Spencer.
Exactly the point. You know, but one the Nipa Ben Naibi and Sabina or my proposal, your contract, I said the outchimuna, Kwame. Now I far my phone. In fact, Osha. You know, my two quite in the go and got a 7 anyone. But I said, my baby, and now to me, as you car under the table. Let's just say, Wakatiano Crano, and fat or more system, pension, other taxes a crown, entity. It's a no. And the ma Ghana for more about to conquer man on near you to it to be a Germany bed. It's not a Yemen say Shake Moku you are Suleiman wouldn't take. Now big no so I can't say a number no swintino, company no and sene fata. Me feel say already not waiting. The Akye says can a woman near in the me should say engineers no air come and not Kwame Ade Akye na a year the procurement method na a year of say if we use roads and highways for use any. In fact, the professional name cry the matter procurement method in source the first single source procurement. And no Emremono Akunya or Makwan Emma Bambia to me use me so share Tama Ebe campaign and when you were not issues about that single source I was a little bit hesitant because my experience within procurement in public sector me so say I say because Kwame but get this public service. I told you have pencil crato. It will take about 3 months.
Meaning pa.
The person would talk to a man walker. Nah, and no crime for we use calling for quotation, crying, you know, and run at the dad down. Would you grow? You know, but I didn't be not a tunnel.
For the procurement of
a lot quantity will be the video at Tahona, Baba Baby Cowetry. The men so say, single source, considering the fact that ya queen say, yeah, a year you are a Kufa don't crash out, you want to me, if you to me say a substandard. Na Akobase. President declare a big push, you know. Me so say using the single source now, using a different source, you know. Akunya wumwa a bit to me. Yes, the issue about cost itself, you know, can be looked at. But say we because you use single source, you know. Na chronobo na say a scandal idea. Kwame menene bakwenya. Inti nyoma minuri na pesa meka ho asem. E best it's a show mine. And she said Enra the MPP na yinina you need them to say read the chronobopa in terms of cost. And no yade na no just say NDC be issue the same method a single source na say airful na be my quality and no just say chronobo. I don't think that blanket you know description but Kwame nyoma minu wi na na mfese meka ho asan wose nya ti ase Yura Mahama e wo mfie nyensa ene da nanim you ya hwe krampo the next 2027 kwa na ye enta heated political arena no and you know and Ghana so akwan no to the city no you kun adehye no ntina akwan akoye of emergency of a national security concern and if by we know na say aban use single source me give this what say na no ejitum of course we ask for value from
ba kwa me ti say narrative am chire mu ma me ti ase ne say wo mo si single source no say wo ye competitive tendering na e be che ebe ye afe na mokoye se na mokoye se ye na meanwhile no ade bi won so a esofa yi pa say ye ne tentem ne sori so wan hwe a wo tender no ko atimi take bia be 1 year na man na say na bi no sister be better ki 1 year na due diligence bebe mu so a enkeye na wo gina de mienu yi.
Kwame, you see, you cannot compromise due diligence in any way. A single source in due diligence. No, single source in fact, actually, before any procurement of any single source nature and make place internally, I am now engineers and then paying for I just they have some quotations already compare, but they might have done their market survey. So who could top bucket? You need a bucket. You call Joshua. You turn 1,000. What the 1,005 for bar? I don't know. A year paying for a share. Such you made no one when I say it be a very jetty I say a big holding. On to Kwame, say American even try true crato in public service. It me take you bosom bemi answer. Now acquire. Na kwan no so a wo ye na nya kwan ba ku akwan wodo che se wo hwe Ghana ya kwan sem a na je se etusi enu ti na edoso nti ka se ba ku bia wo be list wo be call for expression of interest wo be advertise evaluation mu award na ehwe etumi ba kra se wo be list with competitive tender na kra na national competitive tender na ba abonte no ye betumi bi kra na nipa ebia ebubia kwan express interest. It to me ba na ya express interest now to say technically no for express interest no kwa no mu meet the threshold no so sign we list now ye ke say tintin it say we akwakuba sa kwan ene you go that say e kun ya manfo no na say aye of a national security concern no me give this emergency wise no you bet me use single source no to me the district jumadi we and no just say bibi e be cost roads and highways no say single source you should there be me give this say ya utie
minim se MPP abandada ne penso no edu ba bi kura wo mo ye year of roads na chese me bi kura bebu akonta se meeting no parliament se se wuyi Kwame Nkrumah fi wa ana fi Kwame Nkrumah benso kura be pem ye penso yi ababie ni wa ye kwan sen na adan kwakufu ado aban akwan no say ye won kire wa kwan hu penti sa akwan no ano na wei
Kwame MCB bi omo ye no ometumi a kire na utie rules and highways minister sep kan ko na what is sa akwan no ko ye de ma contract nyina no dodo na about 90% of it no na so source a single source sa no mo ye ye no ko mo tse
ma yinu nyina bi apreku
ye friend say me tse say ma mi kura contract dinosaur mo
akpalu
and that as a so be a contractor. You know, I mean that is not to question
company limited.
That is not to question her capacity ne competencies. So when you know to me you tria ne can said they say I beg you say o Ghana ni ofata. And until no say to me see you make sure say Kwame uti minister den sen kan ya be over 90% of those contracts na a single source. But MPP for now who say bonnet. Today the thing say a bonnet. I just say we are single source say we are corrupt and I say a scandal. I don't think that should be it. The fact say MPP lost elections through scandals, no. And just say change now just a pest scandal be the share in this year. I don't think say Puff Estate, me gidi say bia omunju media no me omunyina so ebisa nsem MP sentencing, but I think certain sensationalism no and also as well it's free to meet scandal dey nyanya bi enti omunya abotre ye nipa nkwa de anya hwe no e bi bituna to chima but until say chima no everybody no so was yan to boase na yinyina ibu apara yes I say people are so much in hurry you who be that say aban bi abana say afia ba betwemu okwa ne yenya any scandal bia enfanye politics the little things be obowa obi bo di oba bi na say enya no kwakwa ye ya see ya so pa ntino scandalous me gidi say enye no the threshold of a scandal no NDC aban and John Mahama no emit sa threshold.
Ene mame na wase na me se nyampa mfama wo.
Kwame kwacho ho de.
Me wo me se mame na wase na me se nyampa mfama wo.
Me da se Kwame inu so entokwane da so koso. Sa ankomo na se nya Middle East ntokwa no and so it's Kwame said the moon said the more because Osha Yemen for no Houthis and also the Moachi.
Yes, the Israelis no.
So I guess the Israelis are threatening the for instance the gate of tears. The gate of tears and also another 2 points about 12% of we are say farm go no so no the faho. And then said that Osha time Iran for a close the Strait of Hormuz. No? The other option among for years, you to me the man so FAO at the bar Europe, at the bar Africa, the gate of tears, and also at that Yemen, at the Africa, and also 12% of petroleum products, about 20% of goods.
And so, but on iPhone, Yemen for no. The Houthis near Bobo Mudi. Woman says, no, woman Iran for na can boom. And as woman to Quabrani.
There's also said it, money Israel for non to Quanidia, a woman not be Yakin, or Mudi Chinem. It is every year I go back Iran for 2 years and then almost a Quenya, a mom. So, Monsono, a bedroom, and a for no so Lebanon. The other insurgent group and also the Muachi. They all see the Aquenya. Then to for so more and so be no Contocana who shall now also Nipan so as a ma. Also to be the Mujim, let the Bay Abobeka Abono to me, bring the pro continue. Feels like that's the strategy, but the whole thing is that it's hurting the world economy. I can say, I may say, even the America crown or no, a net exporter. I say, or no, if I'm going to no. Ebika Emma sign a ton German son. Or some fan will be there's the leading producer of oil in the world. I mean, doing 21 million barrels a day. America. Well, I mean, if it's into question, or more fan go, for instance, the pumps now, are cost about 35%. It's almost hitting $4.
America was a leading producer of oil than Saudi, than the Kuwaitis, than the Iran, and the other.
Yeah. So that America is the leading producer. How many two farm goes no beer, might be our they do almost 22 million barrels a day.
Wow.
And or tongue become a German so. Oh, now or no crown puno and baby America, never as America away. But it's so hurting there. The world could no air costs no prices and also affected the economy. And since 28 February, America has experienced 35% increase in petroleum price.
Now MPP apparently one Russia-Ukraine war. One more the cancer no nama and near my escalating nama economy is was slack back. Back then no musumo can say baby Ukraine way one munya is adian. But they say so no softly musumu use sadie de akase se bibi economy gains na yenya no se ekofom a yes yanka se yes antokoya.
Kwame, my mention Sisudia say I think say or say obi obeka say bia no we did the literatures around the impact of Russia-Ukraine war. I don't think say even South Africa 50% of its wheat if these Ukraine were affected that much then we are Ghana for a card no money see yet say the Russia-Ukraine war in do say oil he consults saying in Russia. No grains do those things any I don't think that there was famine here. A common see what Ghana Namebwa because the only product Ukraine at the Bemaye a year if anything grains Russia, yes, Russia will will give NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus for fertilizer manufacturing to the European market. I mean, Belgium, but I don't think that there was shortage of fertilizer. Ghana for a quarter fertilizer, if he Belgium, Eba. I don't think that there was shortage. Ghana for a fertilizer, if he India, Eba, there was shortage. What was it? We were talking about just price of oil, but I mean, say price of oil. These countries do not supply us oil than any, and in fact, maybe a total oil free. There were other options. The main fact said, "What to feed the European market now?" Assume we say European market, Ade for Russian products and now Russia was sanctioned at the point. At the point, Russia could, then countries like India, China were still buying them at a discounted price, $30 less of the prevailing world price. What it meant is that refinery, cheaper. So therefore, they selling it to the African market, was cheaper. So what is that effect? The Russian Ukraine war at the bar economies like Ghana. I don't think the literature of it is supported. Rather, no, Makase, we said the air course that is as much as 90% of Iranian oil echo China. In fact, India are the world leading producer of a supplier of diesel. A big bad African market, good traders, it take 40% of its crude, and then the urea, the fertilizer, it may be by Africa, if he the Middle East. So we share all these statistics, and these crude now Middle East, be it Kuwait, be it Bahrain, be it Qatar, LNG, all the oil and gas resources now, if it the Middle East, now if it the refineries in Antwerp, the refineries in Rotterdam, the refineries in India, the refineries in UAE, Dubai, the refineries in China. And also in Ghana, motor refined products, those ones have been affected. And the impact high. In fact, to the extent that at the end of now say if these countries, China and India, access to raw materials for their textile industry, for their electronic industry, for their pharmaceutical industry, the plastic industry, say those raw materials some they manufacture, say the effect is that makwala for mana ekudum to China so on where to India near they will be faced with the unavailability of these materials for the market, particularly fertilizer manufacturing. And when we share the economy here, the effect of it has never happened since the 1970s. The recession in Cedar. In Cedar say you have a particular waterway, as much as 130 vessels useful in a day could get to even 2 and even 0. You have a situation whereby almost all energy infrastructure, oil and gas infrastructure, Middle East, is being attacked. Even the Iranian itself, Israel, Bombay, Iran, the Kag Island, where over 1.5 million barrels of oil a day, a facility that fetches Iran $50 billion of revenue. It's even now as we speak, America has declared their strategy is to take over the Kag Island. And it's happened before. Time America, Iraq. Now, say the Iraqi oil transportation terminal infrastructure, they were going to take over. Saddam Hussein had no option than to bomb on one infrastructure. Just to say as he tell me, we for about 5 years, are we getting there? So the effects and then the analysis, of both scenarios, any correlation. To say yenjai sa patuna ye de tutum. The Russia-Ukraine war rather should have benefited Ghana in terms of price reduction in your fuel prices, because the refineries, were getting it cheaper, as much as $30 cheaper than the world price.
And yet, Mamina was say, Anopay.
Kwame, and so many
Mesomeda pa Yura Onassis Kobe, were your deputy CEO, Miwa, in charge of operations, Emma Petroleum Hub. And now, you know, I've changed Comono. I know not yam quenim.
Nane. Anti na dia kwa kwesi no say number 1 the doctors are court say one per court chewo the anko ba court obeka bia no wo monye ne virtual na court apene so na obakata fe to so nsen o delegate demokrata hono anu a akronfo ewi julo a wo mde tuo ekwotie akwantufo ewo kwantimpon so akronfo wo mokokro no bo wo kwantimpon so police akobbo mienu tuo eku wo mfonam asidan kewurade na atabubu ejura kwantimpon no so ena sa akronfo yi wo motete ho a giso ma hu sa passenger car bi ba
Sadie, me am going to say a perennial problem.
The way no.
At sa kronfo no wa atebubu.
Ejura kwano so.
Ai. Wa mo sa wo watra mampon no, wo ko adwira no, no mo sa wo ho. Na mo wo tachiman watra tachiman, de oni e kintampo kwano so no mo wo ho. Ene ma police ni ko hwere ne nkwa wo ho so kaya. Ai. Na adwira eye Monday.
And that means na Sunday anadwo no.
Oh no amoko. Kwaji jimani sika nyina.
Nana anya yewura Christian tete yohonu abrezo.
Bi obacho.
Ana anya yewura Christian tete yohonu abrezo na ye bokro no wo highways wo.
Bi obacho.
Na intelligence omo peke ye no. Omo peke nya intelligence no pe say. Cruise no bekọ kwan so 10 p.m. no makoyo operation. Enti krata yi say Police Intelligence Directorate PID headquarters nso hu ya na wo Sunday signal no call say 10:30 p.m. akwamukafo beko atebubu adura kwan no senti police nya fast na police ko si wo machi ampanyampa na tam no so kai cruise na yi wo muti na police say ya hu police no wo mo ba betuto da police say hey na ye police for no ye say da de ye kokokire ye say de ye tutuo na mo grade come and see na police for say ni to de gu nkrofo yi so mienu to na ka wo mo ama wo mawu na se dan ka grade emu ba ko e de Oman Amandu na ntanwu din ya wo mo de frɛ no eye manu ana ba ko ka won de afena police eye hwehwemu ahu edin a ye de frɛ no
na police for no ya na guy name ni o mo de ye de
na se na ye utu so mo pick intelligence a
civil cases ya eba court no ya onta ante edin ni bi na nipa ko mboni a wadie no so ni aliases no ya na ne no kopa bi obi a yabo no ko adu se bi akọ rape obi but e bo ni pa ko aka Mario bi am roba but Nuruddin ni aboba ko ato aso AK fireman
anapatupa ba ku bia na last year oh baby obubo ni din ase AK yesi akroma de ko na mzi anu adbe ko ai nananti kada fa to so du ba ko ewo delegate democrat amu na sa asemi ewo na yabo police edwumeko na baso pa ewo modern wo mobo na wo metu akronfo ase ede amayen na mienu a medi free delegate democrat animu na makofoforo eye de dikan oye weja gbawe constituency a emrase badwani owo ho eye honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib
ayi wey sister Tinamensa
nanampo yate nkacho
so former deputy minister for health Tina
former weja gbawe MP
ono ahu na ayi nso sister Esla usu
Nana on boda mete say obepe eyi o.
True na.
Nso obepe national executive position o.
Patano.
Ana me boa. Am mete bibi sa.
Mate say general secretary na.
Because ana man the women's organizer ne de eye honorable Obatampo Mevisa Wakumsin. Say dibra ne de da ho twen no.
Da ho twen no. We oba sa dibra ne women's organizer.
Yo no a yo Obatampa Mevisa Wakumsin dia.
Ena Esla de enso mo bia ne mpere.
Na wonko won.
Or a country owner.
Yes.
Nana me kwa.
Me twa nana.
Ya ji e man.
Kobra na ye nchiche position no ntem.
Ya chiche ni na kama pa.
Obi ehunu de.
Wo mo kwa abato no. Ya chiche ni wo ha sisi de ewi. Eno anu obi amfa de yankodi. Honorable Davis Opoku honorable ndin OPK. Wo ye MP for Empire so. Honorable OPK me mo ache.
So Kwame. Yeah, that's right.
Boko na also
umpa bontio na domina hwe nkwa na retimana.
Me na no public accounts committee. Na mo ni abre pa adai.
Oh, na many me I think that I did guy my main church for. Na I mean now I say akonya o dia mamia se e Ghana for na basa. Ana Ghana chi, ana Ghana kasa. It's and in fact special audit report between the Ministry of Finance. It's Auditor General on special audit for specific agencies and answer all check buying more outstanding liabilities and commitments and that by anyone. At the top public accounting now. But the young president saying, anyone said, in most of the instances, I mean, so go by they bought some of the NVS, no. So go by they bought some of the companies involved. Now, I said, in a workers use later. For instance, OSHA, the audit report to you. You can say, audit year no asset the mal period say fire audit no so as at 31st December 2024 NSC audit ni hu aban eka aban e di amount for big year say we see training the office but the baby you which means the subsequent payments here January 7 ni now was not reflected in the audit report and about 60 to 70% of the Duma Nega holding and somewhere said you go bit trans Kakra here, the proliferation intelligence Kakra Nenka, Sansemina and Mambutica. But as soon as you die, so as committee. Say, somewhere, a debtor told a better sempre, now the Piano Credit Danon, Dediato. In the Minister of Agri, Yen and Comodina, I mean, who said, one more company the FN runs logistics contract said one for a month any group bra in Suno and we had been a was removed apart regions of the Ghana. Say one more fanco. Now contract the ma woman. One more trip brony a mono edia come near me out of the banana. You got to about a buying society. Now if you want to say basically contractor na obey na juma no and company this juma na share onya access to the warehouse because microphobic the padlock in your market to put ama and untimi access. In fact, as phone is critical is holding a bit more. One phone to me in the house. It's a non present person. Oh, now Deputy Minister for Finance, Minia Ampin Thomas. About the general Bekasa same way. Father, no big committee anymore. And a commentary, initial commentary of Kayano was that company involved number between 19.1 million at the amount buying. And the impression was created, say, the other company, who say with this company, applying book or this kind of.
As how na ye kwa ye hu ye the bokata na
company need they committed.
Sa na ye kwa ye hu ye the bokata wo no so report sa say upon the oral phone niema wo hu ye num ne ade e be pie finance nso anim ne ade no company na between 19.1 million de ama abai.
Enti enu na agree for no buy na person no chese. Yes be a company no e papa you be na fa buy sika na wen chese sika. The company no your man contract the man 50% of the payment. Na enu no ela ye nuanum ewini election ya manfo bi e de padlock na market to problem. Na company ni ntimi access to a mono e bruna also to me dey call enyame awodo bedre no. Enti ni nka say our contract there it just kana man there. But because amount for preventing is only access to store rooms, storage facilities, and Nutina Abalasan. It's the more remkakra because yes, so say the Ministry of Finance through auditors, a bit of due diligence, any amount would be kakra. By now, no, said you everything will be to Canada. But a manager, na minister, a diabetes propaganda, I can't summon tra, and a Ghana tra, and need to personal publish it to create an impression, say, will be a yes, so the Yasudian say, Yedi can ever bought a bank account. Then, the Ghana company be ever, maybe a beer can send the Atunusu, none of Canada. Na just say you didn't know about it. No, and now is a course near me, Pana, any idea or quite so. But the Kufuka, but a human sanity. A year didn't say Bayan Pence and Pension. Oh, young Pence and Pension, one new piano in the execution of Crane of an idea. I do piano very too excited about it. As Kwame, you put so I to my to say. In most of the instances, there was lack of communication between the various parties and not more yet. Also, one more big contract, a dollar contract. But who can see this? At every point, and a dollar in number 11 CDC. Into me go 17 CDs and because contract, a dollar denominated. So that's it. It's meaning a bit of differences that grab about contract something in terms of which I was buying here. I buying trips to be our dollars and our trips to be our foreign currency. So that's my second contract. A year dollar denominated. Not to church if you be a good one in the Chicano Swat and the Chicana Cordos or an Egypt. That is not the case. At every point in time, to determine certain values based on the current and also the existing exchange rate. And I think that has been some of the confusions. It means that a Ministry of Finance auditors, but in most of the instances, if they had communicated a little with the various parties involved, and can movement and so
I see. na mame hwade we sei there be a public accounts committee bon se nipa na ba ye ba ye so ya ka chen se onkotua sika sei won fa ma ban wo remfa de we num ni ade ade se moye sa ade ni wi a ya na wan na bo akire ko hu se nipa kro no obeye afedu ba bi nso a sabia CEO ho ana district executive ho no wono no yeso onkotua sika ma wono no a nkobehwe am obi atua no wono so bia fa ne nsase na yeso onkotua etisi ana saa ayi no hwan na ehwe akire ko hwe se enema ni nyina akọ pepepe.
And you got a Mercedes Memoir. Mercedes Memoir structure said public accounts committee. It's just one committee of parliament. To man say, all the second and I in the human, not on the other dying, and you are pension. Now, Osha Abribia, you will be a friend of the reporter. They could create the plenary. Abribia, near the reporter could die in parliament. Yeah, so say. Agency way. If you want to say that, I instruct say we fund the camera, we can see. No. Say Parliament, public accounts in the Jumabia. Oko agency bia, almost the friend of audit committees, internal arrangements there. Womufa recommendations of the public accounts, and for that matter, the Auditor General. Now, almost they are two saying, now, almost make sure say recommendations are public accounts are making one implement it at their level. Now, almost implement it. I was also Sunday report every day in Parliament. It's young fan say, I see about public accounts committee. Or by yes, you, Muya, Nema say, Munko Tiesca, Munko. Now it is a responsibility of the audit committee to ensure that Myanmar and the audit report in one way. Normally report signed by Parliament. This time no, and my public account committee and because the various sector committees at our Parliament, it's informations and communications committee and the also NCA and all that. At that mobile public accounts, the reports which say the recommendations say this year at the end of my phone. Also we also we need to to quiet the timelines that then I'm anything. But can you not that aspect of Parliament, was not live on TV. It's not public accounts committee no home for so. Sebia or Baron Bekasa and one on my but then now say I also look at government committee. Almost fair MMBCs in a come back to previous reports. Now and based on the reports here and Oman who say assemblies MD is not any municipal and district assemblies Oman implement it way and also almost me implement it. And that is how you ensure accountability. That is how you provide oversight responsibility. Senior buying Ejuma Enko. So Sana I think that is the structure of Parliament, and that's how Parliament has worked. People should be rest assured, sir. In most of the instances, Public Accounts Committee, SCB are buying close to about 80% of the invites. Even by mere invitation, say they are invited to several public accounts. That alone, about the problems, but you see, aside Sika, I also provided an opportunity to also reform the laws. It's also Abribiano, now a Ministry of Finance, and the Mrambe to just say, or amend the Public Financial Management Act. But you won't look for you more. In some instances, the Lutu say, will be bypassing business system, will be some side there. Also, because we crown and not to make district or you need network. It's a recommendation, say, Ministry of Communications to ensure, say, at every district level, one billion network. And so the work of the Public Accounts Committee is very elaborate. But of course, because the Ghanaian people don't see the end game of the public accounts, Mayana and go forward, about the Dumaya. I can tell you, in the space of about 5 years, the Public Accounts Committee has saved this nation close to about 12 billion Ghana cedis, 12 billion, by just mere invitation. Okay? And it is reflective in the report. In fact, OSHA auditors now, a more particular report via 1 year, almost savings and would are making constant the reports and the appearance of persons before the Public Accounts Committee. Edumano, sanity, Kwame.
Ade honorable medals ya no pay.
Medals Kwame we back one.
Kwau. Meba.
Oh, Nilisha.
Ayi kwau business forum no so wani di akire pa.
O many di akire pa. Ade many di akire. Last week, me kan wa se mo ma se bedum. Edit to Ghana for your head and chair. Afi stana na kane no. Your ba na ayi ne no. We have added a new dimension to it. I know just say the fun aspect of Isano echo from. In fact, this time cried here. Oshe senior Christianity kane na to say ne gina proba ko yemi nyesa so. Ene de Kubia Buddha and Oba Bepon Bepon for ba be homecoming church ne che kese okotafo a omo de artist kukudam ene epatafo oko ekwatia utumunu se nyema ekoso wo kwatia okwa bitifi nyema ekoso wo bitifi oba bomea nyema ekoso oko bua nyema ekoso. In fact ekrubia enemi no tikase as MP I've received over 15 invitations I was attending during this city. The fun aspect of Easter no Kwame ewo na business forum no so and a new dimension about and now menu can say Kwame there's not been a single hotel still empty.
Me say wa me de ka je bra say room 26 de me dan yo mo fam obi a o.
Akabeneza or say room 6 was a day.
Room near 26 mpacho mo ntwero. Am for me din tare ho.
But business forum has come and I'm happy to say after the maiden edition of Kwame, we have had some industries. In fact, I know we from London or a Ghanaian businessman or Holland. So we're trying to take it our back. Now we have invitation. So quickly, we had to arrange for him to be invited to participate in the process. And over Kowa, they see a whole conference facility just for Kowa Business Forum. Other forums are so we are transforming the Easter to make it very attractive, not only to young people who are coming to have fun, but also to business communities. So I already say one very invested both in the private and the government sectors. So
Matias pa ma me na wase na me senya mpamfa ma ho. Mezo me da wase onimunyamfo Davis Opoku we MP for Empire so ene ye no atwetwe nkom no okay 101.7 so eni wala na
nani
eno a winim ade ye se no mo hwe ama ball no wabon ntro kan wie otuado it me di say
oh na dan kura wa hia
me say wo ya unje kofin susu ayo yes wo hu di akwa no aye no se akwa be no so ayi won otuado no ye bo hwese na fana hwese na no apam no ye bo fana hwese ni wie na unu mas mezi ye se otobra wase mpacho se memra wase ye ubra obi njano wase ampanize wa sakel
maye den
ena de ni je wo mu kwa ne sak de na ne ye ni je wo mu se no agina Germany abonten so ni kuro ti wa no ye sake no ogofie
de yan so afa taxi
obefa taxi se afa taxi no ena ai taxi driver no edi German kasa ebusa oto ado se una nanya sese na mu TV so na ye go onyo sa afa na aze de ne hwe kura abo no ojo men fin okre ko onye serious Nana, I didn't want for now because they say I cast 2 months.
You have one going.
A cabin boy who to add.
Ah.
Because yeah, friends of Otoado.
Ayo. Nana Mobayache. Mobayache, papa. Now, down we're here. Oh. Manajaba uko Kumasi won. Uko Kumasi ana.
Me ko Kumasi na mene bright can come bodu. Ko can come.
Yeah.
Na mene no akodi enkomo.
Pepe.
Mini bright. Memo akwa baba okay FM so.
Never come back.
Abo bemedi. Na kebi papa bi. Kwamba. What ye ray dada na coach nye na coach ye enra ya ball awie 2-1 against Ghana ye wie ya se apam coach na ye onwa say apam no ya sake no
David, Kwame, in fact, after you lose 5-1 to Austria, no, na Ghana ni bia. In fact, nane obia boanyo so, but enu mu ye say as a Otuado tiki kaka. In fact, yen say ye hun ko ye chikaka. Otuado after say Ghana qualify for AFCON, Ghana about 98-99% of Ghanaians and I can't see them problem. We need any data to prove that, but clearly upon reactions near ye radio so will be phone lines only the pattern number from there 9 and 10 in Navigation. I mean, based on that, number the session. And Ghana for the now football fans will be as good because who's the Ghana a certain standards via my home. We are talking about the nation. You bought AFCON 4. The first time of playing AFCON, the second, the third, the fourth. Me I do 2 about finals mean. I mean that's the kind of nation we are talking about. You are and it's about the same because you're losing your focus. Remember, I can't see him from Mutuado. You never can. It was only the Ghana Football Association. Racket years of Kukudan, Omunkwani Gina Fame, there be the Omumpano. Okay, so no Kasama Mika say, and say every phone who to say Omun Pep Gadula and I just see Morino and every Renabi. Because it looks like the end now you can do Omu. Omu be there, you. Also, that time now, yeah, Cassie and Pano, to understand the key. A statement, a one man also in Japan. And more Ghana and qualify for AFCON because not players many motivated to qualify for AFCON. But World Cup, play be up a sober World Cup and no day, I beat him because they are starting very well. It's not to say.
Edu baby ne nipa bi one person be coach ye na mum nipa bi na hye chire yes hard na de ben because edu baby na me ntia net say
you just don't get it. Okay, on the 14th of February. And again, it was a Valentine's Day. And I made Sadiq Adams response to Obama. I mean, and I sorry, Nick. You take it to the streets of Accra, and you decided to say, Ghana football is dying. It's also it's one of your points in our petition. Like I said, only halted the search for a coach because that time no. No man could name committee be a woman a European coach over Kaya. When said committee in the section, according to the committee members, one of them anonymity sire, in fact, of course, on condition of anonymity. Like I say, I'm not for the boat to ado, but names are by to apply. Apply for a Jumano. Omokache said we had over 700 coaches who applied for the Black Stars job. Utuado did not apply, but Utuado was eventually given the job. Because, yes, he was given the job when he did not even apply. And normally, of course, but coaches are one time apply a junior year form. And achievers, coaches are almost achieving baby. So did the coach with you, or your good coach, or how you wait, or how you wait, or no, so I don't need a quarter. Or quarter one idea for 2 minutes before the year, you may. Why, as I say, you may. Because of Indian and then me a show class a radio station for Friday, be up there, baby. Oh, I know, be from Kwame Nkrumah come the sober. Minyanga Besoba. Okay, you won't conform so my other chokata, a commercial station is on your so more. Difference, no. And coaches are only good coaches, established coaches, only a head country or some in previous. And your coach, Aven Westiswa, also you be share. And that is what to do. It is in your country and second, I am second. I say no more so I qualify for World Cup. Let's not forget it all because standards are dropping. World Cup, how many young boy? We played against Mali. We played against Central African Republic. We played against Comoros and in Madagascar. That is the standard of it. Any Ghana say they are qualified for World Cup against these teams. It's a case of to now, on some reality check number. We always said that it was a time bomb. Now we are going to play your boy against Austria, who are not even one of the most fancied sides in world football. I will say 5. The honor you're taking decisions say and the honor okay and Germany. We have a decent team. There be a conversation with players, no, and you said any players. Now you said any players, I said any players. You said any players. Austria players being players said Sabitza. 7 players, and Sabitza. Many of them Thomas Partiso.
Debbie.
Austria almost strike me. I don't see the level of Seminole. Listen, because we don't have a coach. I need a coach. So I say, hey, Ruben Amorim. On this side, on one side, the guy was on only information. Yeah, because the excuse of mine is only because
only formation be our bo. It was Quabre stars and no Quabre stars. No, Uber radio on the turf of play and son will be device. Quabe Faswabo.
I know that anything the Bimuka said, you saw a second half coach. But so a second half coach, I saw the first half by the time the opponent now. Not the second half of what BB. You're gonna second half. You're not saying one day first half, second half is 4. Your match is every night, second half they say. You're called Qatar 2022. I mean the entire second half. You know, made the last 20 minutes. Gonna need you and I mean, we're trying to get change muscle. And because he doesn't seem to understand the position he's in. I'm sorry, but that's the gospel truth. I know say we hurt some people, especially close to Otuado. Otuado name will be hurting about too. You cannot coach Black Stars like you're coaching some academy. You should set up your team according to the strength of your players. Who players' strength and now set up a team. 7 players and the entire. So we'll share Abia over here, Abia England. Maybe a team meeting some Wrexham on the Chelsea ball. No, a force game to extra time 2-2 or share Chelsea. I said Chelsea share no I say and Chelsea Wrexham for the money budget Chelsea. The Wrexham technical team will understand that. Listen, Chelsea were more talent than us. Then I hear you. Now let's use what we have to hurt them. If you make them okay, you make 3 long balls.
Players no ankasa aye materials and all use on the turf of play no. Do baby no Semenyo no ma just we reduce it to an ordinary player. Do baby separatist we defender o mintimi hunu. Do baby chese wa press wo mo basa minim se bia wo so hunu sa.
Say onze na making. Say player be only be strength. Everyone was okay. Jordan are you? Who to be more ball to space for him to go run get the ball. You go do ball no can no break to even take on a player. If you Jordan no, maybe understand the strength the ball no to the 9 man. Don't take a player no on. Over the Semenyo pace. If you Semenyo, you can use spaces for him. Tell me about his space because he has the place to go get the ball. I'll be running. Okay, Semenyo bomb not all bomb of last. I mean this season early in the season. I'm all bomb game. I'm only Liverpool boy. Semenyo for a ball no from their own penalty area. That is the player we are talking about. It is only your coach. Now it's our player. We don't play on the strength. Now we need someone as a window, someone as a midfielder, someone as an attacker. And you tell you, that boy is good. How do you set up your team? In fact, honestly, I think this decision is spot on. But it's sad, and I'm telling you, I mean, the information in terms of the FA didn't want to sack him. It was pressure from government sources. And I'm going to add on second. And this is not the first time we see
SCA from the FA now. Wobisubaka said we need a complete overhaul of the FA. And what do you want to say?
Only the FA na some no koka. I want to mrap some because FA no say football association members are the clubs. As I say, and the clubs no they decided who has the FA. Inti omo koto about no me.
Yeah, o minus na bo omo hoka.
That is why I've constantly said that your successive governments are Omabano. Omo for many cohort, this will be a black card of World Cup. Some of the many FA side. Of course, FA depend on your Oma we are buying crop for the Oma we are in. When you say government white paper mandate to form a public interest committee. Buying say, or no better 3 members, then FA will have 2 members. As a public interest committee, will decide on anything that has public interest. And people always seem to overlook it. Kwame Nkrumah Tikese black tell Lusu matter. Wait me who Ebia. Asa bekasa kwa na BP kwa koso. There are people there who are virtually say black tell Lusu, black tell Winnie, Omo Moko World Cup. They'll be paid their penalties. Last World Cup, management committee members were given $100,000 for spending the 14 days with the team. $100,000 for spending 14 days with the team. Oh, the whole team who less 100,000 who the say. Team Liberman when yaji. When you oh you Ghana and just say oh come and do now too. But the joy it brings so you Ghana or Ghana so when we know. And when it is about time. So officials of this country, politicians, government officials, they should not just see themselves say, oh my lords over the people. They are serving the people. It will serve Kofona, you take their emotions and how they feel into consideration. Again, they need PR when they're losing 5-1. Yeah, new team the Amana share 5-1, England in share 5-1, France in share 5-1, even Germany in share 5-1, Austria. How?
Say what are the prospects? Because I come 72 days and now 71 days now into the World Cup, near World Cup. No, say first suggestion be a coach of what caliber?
Yes, definitely we need a coach who has a proven track record. You're a coach and you're black Renard, no me why. Maybe they say, yeah, me cost specifics. But I dare me to caution you against a idea see and maybe a term. Obekaya, no coach all you to the ya. In fact, me answer maybe close to other day. I started from Emra Kosiapia. The Mary Kosiapia and the Copa Sika Konobai. And apparently, Sika Kono was the choice of the ministry. Only Sika Kono buy and the Sika Kono submit on also up. Then the FA had to also bring their person. And also Milo buy. So Bakaya. And the Milo buy and you do to other buy. You do to other buy. O try so yeah, no, Ujai Hokoi. And the ministry not to push ya me the Christian. For the ministry's man. Of course, we can't count you about Christian. Because we thought that will be our Premier League near idea or Bobby Trade, and a key is about to be feeling and we to Adlazabi as our baby. What I say? If you make time say, my son can say, we have our man. Now, so on the honor, your man, Nani, Pasoba, your baby. Young share at the end, news okay. There were Ghanaian agents and Ghanaian football people, true football people out there. We can talk to them. Who are the coaches? And the coach, Papa, be any or the Hawker, no, say, Papa. It's Yeshim. Find you, Binyam. The cost of the Senate here. You see, the 30 million to go play at the World Cup. You can say, Yako dying one bad ass. Coach, Ben, you bet your fun. Even if it's going to cost us $1 million. For the time, there 1 or 2 months now, you become a World Cup now. Then we invest in that, and we know that this is a coach who is bringing a certain level of standard. The coach. You ain't me influencing to call any player because your work is short. That is the kind of coach we need. A coach who can ginger a team to perform. I'm not Saudi Arabia boy against Argentina at the World Cup. Not Saudi Arabia. Only Argentina. Not first of Argentina, Bobo look at Saudi Arabia now in Kabi. Meaning, compare the captains of the world. A documentary here about the World Cup. Okay. In the dressing room, every night Jumo did in the place. Say the moon messy no, nothing no about. Never come na mama no go to self your park and so on. It is football. Omanaye too, Musumanaye too. He devised a strategy for Saudi Arabia to get one of the most famous victories in World Cup history. So Saudi Arabia, Argentina. Okay. Saudi Arabia, Argentina. Those are the kind of coaches we need. Coaches who bring the best out of their players. I'm not necessarily saying we should go for away because, of course, coaching the French women's national team. But we should get a coach of that caliber. Not a coach Oba. None of whom as I say, the favor. I don't care that you might and if you need the favor, be normally a Jumamano. I'm not saying that's what happens, but say that if you need to young free, Yako friend. Right? You say, you're Pagana from Nantiaman on Yomutia. Ebia, how many times are countries now? You woman and as a more. And she made it to the World Cup and Tyson. Now, some of us about Udo and Only. She plays from Ko, look after me, 5 Listen, blue. This is Ghana. Maybe you're bringing a player who a player from Ghana. But they understand that bro, you want to
technical team. No, 1 year by 22 sanity.
I'm a baby. No, assistant coaches know from 18. Only the inter. A acknowledgement of the fact that you coach in the model of only a acknowledgement say you coach you need Nisa. But yes, second no. Now see any baby see second. Meaning, because they are sort of going to follow the one about the strength of Otu. So today, the coach waiting us on the team, the counter attacks. The Marino team, they are known for their defensive capabilities. From the team, they are known for how they protect the ball. You say we say Otu Busa, almost so have born your mom Otu buy. They know to Yadia pass. What is the strength? Say Otu, I deal with say Otu. Ghana, you possess it, and because the man is telling us, a reason of the mind. Also, a different one, or the insanity. Or inquire, or the atrenanum. Or the rice, or the fork in it. What do you what you say? A depending opening to wish and never try how we shall on the ball.
Why you traditional 4-4-2.
I never see. Who the old son, I'll catch a open it to show man. And the information our boy, I'm here say 5-1. Because they know we are, and you can see you no we change any say. We change any say. No, you want to chat
and why back or J penalty no ma ye Austrian the same person and then or say omunya penalty.
Yes, normally on who's area who said I mean boys like that are not those problems. That's why I don't like singling out players, but seriously, when you make mistake back, you know the same thing. It becomes worrying, especially a player who see a kind that level. You play in Germany, you play for Wolfsburg. If you say, ball, and the modern day football is a VR Roma, ball, and Sani Aquacore. So referee who play the video assistant referee will call his attention to it. So remember review no take a second decision. What you say? If the players do one now, or the new job are not the good. Players do one now, the beyond the more job constantly, why you have twice. On what play up against now, nice. Come on, I mean, and there are coaches. We have over 18 coaches, 18 to 20 people in our team. What are they doing there? They're over there. And what impact do they have on the players? What are they training them?
Any pana wama kanwa almost say the head of the technical team here in every week. Wama kawe chile so no. Usu say nka wama so wama nko.
Say uni ma dey say dali ma dey on babetum. I'm telling you for a fact. Uni say because the nipa bi aso den seven prediasa. Nipa bi 18 omo ye yinti. The Ghana Football Association, and in fact, to a larger extent, the Ghanaian people, because we told the Ansakini, we are going to give them a severance package. We told 1 year, for the sort of 3 months, that's about $50,000. And I know he will say, the remainder of his contract, man. And that will be in excess of $1 million. And to me, you move away, you coach for non-performance. I'm not going to be able to qualify for AFCON. Who can make sense? Because I don't know, he will not be entitled to anything. because why not the non-performer now they are sacking. Now the coach can make a case. Say, qualify for World Cup. He has 72 days to play in the World Cup. He's only preparing his team in friendlies. What is so friendly? They are sacking. It's any Sadia. He's taking it to FIFA or CAS or wherever. Someone try the remainder of his contract, man. Now, Omo Makano, the other technical advisor, the assistant coach is there 9. Eddie Omaka, the just a video analyst 9. So now, if you decide to sack all those people, based on the fact that appoint more recently, you will have to pay everybody on a tight corner. So we cannot sack them unless we decide to keep them around for the World Cup. It's one with decisions everybody take care of a problem. I told that you don't take position of responsibility. Now, Dimana, we are Makana for. I told that you again for Kaka. Then young son, young pro trim the war. Football Association, some employers. Young son, young pro trim the war. To the Ghana focus, I won't tell you. Mama was on tough. Said, Nipana, Moya, Janamo, dear, some normal.
Eddie, Brighty, who is the problem, the real problem at the FA?
The problem of the FA is that they disregard, to a very large extent, the Ghanaian people. I feel that 30 years ago should take the blame for this. The FA president. Oh, now so obey you guys say it will make it will be okay saying maybe I'm a refugee because you say well because say Yampamu to at this time I mean he was virtually saying that you are not making sense. Because to qualify
Kenyans Assembia.
Exactly, because Uto has qualified us to the World Cup. No, standards, standards let drop here. That is what happens. It's not about speeches. Okay, in the speech of my World Cup for a reason. Or say by the time Ghana takes to the field, or say by the time Ghana lines up against Panama, England, and Croatia in the World Cup, Ghana football will speak. We fear no foe. Now team way, Kutawi. And coach only the oil. We should be afraid of every single team you're going to play at the World Cup. And this is Ghana. Yeah, Ghana there. You come World Cup, you best Panama, England tell to me say, and you can be a referee say, your coach in Ade. Okay, we know your interview with many people. FF, maybe church or you may do my time. Well, of course, I mean, you may say, but no interview, make us say, I was saying, about Ghana because young Kwame qualify without a coach.
And how did you want them?
And you don't have the coach. Let's be honest. You should team be technically very powerful. Austria decided to beat us technically. Because I realize they say, if they can almost find a way, your wings on the pin back. Because they put pressure on us every time we are defending. Then the coach comes to tell us, say, we need a lot of options at the right back. Yes, sir, coach.
Right back near no Biao.
Aye, while bro, coach, I'm here for a brand TV fellow. Marvin Senay, no, not to go for a fan. And the year of Fanaba, who's the new option? And let Calabianchi, who is a midfielder. He's been playing as a right back. Of course, he's a very good player. Because of that, he's playing it very well. But so when you coach, now catches the only options. I just say you are lazy. Because we have had coaches in Ghana. At that time, they were able to scout Ghanaian players, both local and foreign, to even bring local players to play for the Black Stars at the World Cup level. And shocking now, say a certain small boy, Sheila Ilyasu, was brought in to replace Samuel Osei, who was very established after Sadoko for a mistake. Almost the coach was started playing and got the World Cup. They are lazy. All they care about is in Germany go to affected. They go start play away. I don't know why we feel that every time we need a player, we have to go to Germany. How many Ghanaian players are high performance in the German Bundesliga?
Now, me TB say you see, as any penny be more members of the FA no near the idea. One favorite players. So yeah, dear so no. Now one more gym in the bid they say after they be a World Cup and after a tournament, no more to me a sell. Yeah, BB said to me see. And
they are Tatia, but don't say Jensen, we Juma, we know, okay, now,
Uncle Kenny, Trebini, Uncle with baby said, Baby, Banukro, sanity. Banukro said the very day I say football people should just be involved of some of these things, in charge of this thing, and they can buy problems nearby. Because let's say, maybe a football person, I have a club, and I say, move play a beer, or Kwame on it. I could see a kind. So, Yamia don't play, no, team no, Bomono. So, your 23 said, team no, I'm on transfer, I mean, still the club only $1 million. Kwame, Namian Queen. We are there, me. Me, be a play, and I can walk up a couple of million, transfer $1 million. Aha. And see, I am not saying they do that, but we have created a system that will make someone do it. Because we are Ghanaians, we are living in a country where 77 predators are. Obu Oscar, you bunuche obi a school.
Now, Senka, we football people now at the helm of affairs like the FNUMNI the idea. It is a whole team.
Also, whole team. Only team, you cannot, you wouldn't hold any position at the Ghana Football Association. And no, make us a was saying in collectively. We on the culture say, and the FIFA, in the other places where you go to Morocco, the Moroccan presidency and our government, and you choose whoever has the FFE. There are places like that. But FIFA or respect the laws of your country as well as other laws. And nothing America say, also impending for you, to a buying no. And you moment in football, moment chairman and say, because football, the boy cut too much. And then they sit down with the Football Association. They find a means so that we change the statutes and the structure of our FE. But they tell us, already, the structure of themselves and the structure of how they do their own things. It's so questionable. And then politicians are already messing up. How much more? And they go to the Football Association to say that they want to clean the place. What's the point of it?
See,
it will be a collective of the pot calling the
as we speak. Brebain ye kope coach. Now we'll be so suggest to say any we should look within ourselves. Niempe a coach of local breed. And no one in Nipa na yagin and answer on in yagin.
They say only local foreigner. The name be brief about 100 years kasa. Well, I don't have time as one year because World Cup. Ghana yen we should have a team that will look for a coach within. In fact, my young officer committee just time because the committee, after receiving 700 applications, they decided to pick up the phone to call someone who was virtually sleeping in his home. We don't need to waste our time again. They also said, let's have technical people, your agents, and I said, let's pencil coaches. You go pay omo. Say any local and foreigner. Omo foreigner. Omo denigrate local ones. Omo prefer local. So you're going to say foreigner. Omo so denigrate omo. So now we should go head hunting. Coach is very available. Coach is very you bet me a former. Omo tebe adwuma na mai. Me I say emre. Yeah, you know. Yeah, say coach and come for na be coach Black Stars. Hey, coach now no coach Gambia na echi. Emre Mali. Omo team me say omo go far na. I think he won about 7 games. He lost 1 and 1-6. On the near ball, I say, okay, you show me 1 million. On the call more fun. I'm not saying they should go for him. All I'm saying is that you need time on our hands. You see, I understand the FIFA break and team. Will be a club. The next time we assemble players will be the next FIFA window. That is until the season ends. All that now, because not just the coach, no, but be letting about the paper for the World Cup, which you have about a week or 2 to go to the World Cup. You can't say our first game is on the 17th. Your first game on the 17th, the World Cup is starting on the 11th, which means that you starting World Cup now 2 weeks. You're saying an extra week to prepare to play. You know, you're coach. No starting players, Kasa. No players will be here on Mecca. Any players on the 15 and all that. And the FA should do that. Without any favoritism. You're down for near you pay way. Yet, I will say you'll be a bad boy. No, be a money other for.
I see. Now, sa letter babonti si asaki otwado no. Letter ni if you have on a buyer, and if you ban on a buyer, and now a buyer upon buying instruction, if you natural diaba, and if you minister.
Reports are many from Germany and okay, HSA. It was instructions from government because the ministry, of course,
minister no clearly because the Adams have constantly only a huge fan of Otu because of so Otu and qualify for AFCON year in and the reports of me and say Otu I don't know all corner can it Otu I don't know all or we free team him. It results in and it was fully an academic exercise virtually because we need to customer message because abandon a directive and the thing is that Otu will contract with the FA. No government. Normally, because the FA handles football, FIFA expects the football matters to go through the FA. It's the FA, no, a year national team, no, Ghana for there. But FA, no, and the management Ghana for. What I say? A meeting a Ghana buying and a ball home can.
I see.
Yeah.
So there's a Ghanaians, no football fans, they are confused. Kakra,
I say we are in a state of confusion, but the good thing is that we are happy. I mean, any football fan is happy. Every football fan is happy. Happy with the fact that Otuado, you're happy with the fact that, you know, you can't also no. Oma train swa, manabe doom pempen swa, and you said you're better late than never. But when we are happy, say, you bring your papa. Kwame, so some projects are what do you more? So be a more. Now say, Montpellier for say, a bunch of we or in Saturday. Then you're about to know about into the punishment. They say, you're transferring to Kumasia. You're punishing, you're changing the drinking spot. But you're not saying you have to stand. Any ampa. You're not saying you have to stand. You're not be. Into says you're to other Nadia, yes, you're Pamutuado. No, sir, you go phobia. I was here, I didn't say, yeah, phobia. I'll bring you to others. And then for you, be on your others level, yep. So you go phobia on your to other level, yep. I tell you to a year, said that. And then I say, I go grow now, I go great idea, a year to other.
Yes, about could be crown set, not place and so to other one woman or Kaza woman.
Sometimes, my mama example be. You were and I would try to do changes, Emma Kudus. And I was the captain, Emma Kudus. And your bobo really, not Jordan, you wolf. Only coach me, gra. Emma on the field, glad you who could be so on it. I think against you, no giddy. Jordan, you wolf or the club, Leicester City. Your 1 year teacher coach na kosa Jordan you. Okosra na Ghana next game. I be boy call up as say. What the captain na Jordan you. So we play now with team Bimusa. The first thing that comes to mind is that this coach doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. And some stories and the best players living here too, too confident in the coach. Understandable. Because seven predators. So who team? So who coach with the Pep Guardiola and the coach you? And also who team? Who will be so Rosino and Umkra and they are no more and I've been on the coach you. I would need to honor said yes here and you may let's not forget the Manchester or Yadom Digiman. If you more a woman on you. If you more from a time on any thing you don't have. If I don't know you recognizing that. You're only France. France are eventually living the entire life until say open your chance acquire other places. It's those places, you know that if there's a decision that is being taken, a lot of consideration is given to a number of factors. It is a coach, that's why I could discuss. Now, the before you are in the next bed, coach is okay, I'm here, captain. Then other players will even question that, okay, what if someone decides someone to go for any movie mind? Coach, how many captains will be having the team? And if you're a coach, if you're a coach and you are not worth yourself, now you lose the dressing, you lose confidence in your players. Because you are tipping. See, players questioned the way almost set you up. Emma, maybe as a John and question about it. Still no set you up. They will find it difficult to score goals. And it will be in to say team. But you make kind of say, I'm not winning now. No, be a win. There is a thing why they know much of moving. No much auto yard, yeah. Auto modern money, dear. Auto dear. Auto dear. It's not because I say, and dear no one who ya, yet the year who be. They no move. Or they no move.
See, right. Yenya no wa na ye hwede in the coming days ne niema besi akọ ne besa di nkomo wadaroma.
Matinya, that's it.
That's pa. Bye bye.
Right.
Owura Bright Kankamboadu eye sports presenter ewo Pure FM. Na yene no atwetwe enkomo. Ghana for awe ekram.
Amakram.
So to adu ne ko chie.
Awe ekram. We are cram.
Ebra helicopter no ebehwe from temade no. Boys guys me no ehwe mo kan. Head mistress no. Mutu amu interview no.
Open interview no gram ebo ama.
And nana
Amakram.
We interview no mama see ameba me nya PM we interview no mama. And point to mobile clinic Dr. Duboatin die. Me pa cho yare bi adokro wo. Ukotodwe emututu ubonsu emututu hepatitis eba ne be ma munya wo munyina momra end point homeopathic clinic. Me pa cho diabetes epilepsy se tware Dr. Duboatin etu ase. Me pa cho se wo tie mi a hepatitis acho. Owo ulcer. Oba ne be ma mo pa wo infertility in men and women. Munyina momra Dr. Duboatin wo end point homeopathic clinic. No to asi ho emfama ho. Me pam cho say tie biem we. Wo bi o wa wote pains bi o bones mu. O spine problem. Wa chiri brane no ebremu no ya. O sciatica problem. O aniyare yare biara. Fabra Dr. Duboatin end point homeopathic clinic no to yare na se ho emfama ho. Wo bedu Dr. Duboatin wa de afidie siw so. Afidie na kire ba bia problem ne wo. Na afidie na twaduro dia ma wo no ma ne ko obi mfa ne yare e ma end point homeopathic clinic Dr. Duboatin wo ensan de chinkokwa. Wadi afidie ahwe o mu nyina awie hu ba bia yare ne ntini wo no. Na watwa homeopathic nuro a any side effect ense organ no e de ama wo no a etu yare na senso so. Dr. Duboatin endpoint homeopathic clinic was Spinters with Shell signboard Accra. We'll be able to come 25. We do a Frewa Junction, go straight to Poggy Gardens, follow San to the clinic. Kumase branch here, Chronoma Boy here, Angel Education School in Chilpe, Takwada branch of Wanaja, Yanni Police Station in Chilpe. We'll be able to Bruno Techima Haysa. Miss Rao, Tieni, Dr. Duboatin, I'm 30 minutes, will be on fan friend. Number near 0244 867068 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68. Dr. Duboatin and the Kuta number no 0244 867068 end point homeopathic clinic. Na accident ni see and unze na ekofi day care center in chain. And head teacher no.
Pajan.
Ma me na no ho no. Ye the interview no na o kan say.
Me pacho yo na no say no kan.
Done well for us that say you use the front. So the pilot also has done well for us that say you use the front to fill. Yeah. Assume you do not use the front to fill. It will appear on the children in the class. The brain will rush to will bend the children in the class. So I was told that the thing happened in between the two classrooms. So the teachers rushed to where the classrooms near where the incident happened. So the teachers and the parents, some of the parents, they carry the children to the other classroom. So none of the children doesn't involve. So you want to come and turn here to the park. Then the time that you reach here, the angel
then the
is bent.
A copter.
I don't know the type of the.
It's a copter.
It's a copter.
A plane cannot be.
It's copter. I don't know the type of aircraft. Florence Agbetoso, in charge of the school.
Na bro from want it. There be na words no use here the way any bro from would me pesimity. Nana Mr.
So that he doesn't fail.
He use the front.
He used the front. He has done well for us.
If
Boba Kubium, I'm struggling to. I know you're head teacher.
I'm patron.
Not just no dear. I know the buffuni.
Yeah.
We about her.
And I was out to see your bro. Don't you be any dear no.
Boba Kubium. The patron one time must see you. Venice, Wadaruma. Bravo be Isaac is so the PH and then. Hey, Master, can you have me Bravo? None of our
TMADK number 3, site 8.
Now, are you ready?
Ballot also has.
My ready.
Okay, you.
So the pilot also has done well for us that say you use the front.
Parrot, no. Parrot to know he has done well for us.
Hey,
I
know say.
The parrot has done well for us. Parrot, why they? What about you, my
what boy? Why ya dear pa boy?
Uncle.
And I told you. Okay.
So the pilot also has done well for us that say you use the front to fill. Yeah. Assuming you do not use the front to fill, it will appear on the children in the class. The brain will rush to obey the children.
Assuming he does not use the
front to fail.
It will appear on the
children in the classroom. Yeah. Yeah.
Headmistress, no.
Bravo.
Nanya, almost church, you know.
And I brought from your house.
That's good. You just go visit.
Patron.
About school. In an aboma bobakumti.
So the pilot also has done well for us that say you use the front to fill. Yeah. Assuming you do not use the front to fill, it will appear on the children in the class. The brain will rush to obey the children in the class. Then I was told that the thing happened in between the two classrooms. So the teachers rush to where the classrooms near where the incident happened. So the teachers and the parents, some of the parents, they carry the children to the other classroom. So none of the children doesn't involve. So you want to come and turn here to the park. Then the time that you reach here, the angel is bent.
Oh, the angel. Na car. No timbiana. And on what play no timbiana on what me say.
Never.
Anana ever no worry. And I read no.
Na angel no. So what the angel no.
The park. Then the time that you reach here, the angel is bent. I don't know the type of the.
It's a copter.
It's a copter.
A plane cannot be
it's copter. I don't know the type of aircraft. Florence.
Nani. Journalist no say papa. Ntu betumi ne do ne din de u bisa ne twi. Dan wan fa twi answer say.
Nana, why not the other law? Oh, baby, I said, then it cannot be doing.
I don't know the type of the.
It's a copter.
It's a copter.
A plane cannot be
it's copter. I don't know the type.
The plane cannot be doing.
Yes, sir.
A car, you know. And no be just the plane cannot be doing. Ay. Nana bravo mu ya ha nwodu ampa.
The plane cannot be doing London. nyame nipa headmistress.
Don't know the type of aircraft. Type of aircraft.
Children cancel the road.
Cancel the road. Cancel the road. Hey. Hey.
Next time no. Next time no. Sabase ke hwe for ma be busa de brofo. Chamo kura. Ana na amo no so aba. Na mame nko. Mrase bedwane a wogina ho de ema tafo o tafo ewo Asante Bantam mu. Honorable Vincent Eko Asifua na yene no entwetwe enkomo. Honorable Memwachi.
Kwame, Pacho Joseph to say.
Honorable, good morning.
Kwame, Pacho Joseph to say.
Boko na oso
Pacho Moyo Senior.
Na se se de mrase bedwam de ni no asori bibia uhunu mu. Wo se MDCs no drill boreholes na amako drill borehole at the cost of 100,000 each. Na no one na ekoye a wode ho be bre wa wahunu yi.
Well, Kwame, the editor no mamenchao Fedamafil. You see a Konya is now. Me wish you a happy Easter. You say now she way yet the Holy Week as per the calendar of the Catholic Church. And Thursday, which is the Holy Thursday, as per the traditions of the Catholic Church, you know. Two things happened on that day: the Last Supper and the washing of the feet. On Friday and so. Not just say the Stations of the Cross and so kwakotwas. The patrol Friday say, "Nami Adomna say, we free any Catholic church that is close to you. For bear no me and Sahonwa. I join you more for the Stations of the Cross."
Me call All Saints. Fanchenebra. All Saints. Catholic Church.
Oh, opposite
Opokuari. Aye. Sabra. Mr. says I may call not for the look. For the look.
Oh, for the look. Yes.
Aye.
Kwame Macho.
So guy for the look. And I'm Mr. Crimer. Yana near bo organ for mass.
Mr. Crimer. When him said no, assistant headmaster was a Hubert.
Yeah, meaning pa. Aye.
Papa no say we super show. Wine so uncle slow. Na
there be a D.
Adobe or the man maybe a chemo. Hey, or to born or say master. There be a me to born a kusi, the one a do kusi. I mean, it's a current or to born 19 go. I say you are to born Kwame. When you say you shoot 3 days the door.
I mean, upper boys no makodo bi aboa. Yes,
I am telling you, me see that. Mr. Kramer, I mean, he's one of the best organists you can have in Ashanti region.
Yes.
He's not in Ghana. Also, see much. Anyway, but Kwame, the woman, as part of making sure that there's proper governance, transparency, accountability, and making sure that there's value for money as far as taxpayers is concerned. One of the things that I try to do is to make sure that Ghana Sika, we have applied it in such a way that you have value for money. Just about some 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm sure Krat had to come the Ministry of Local Government. When say I saw as a deputy minister, and by way of an RTI, I was expecting say I will get a proper response with respect to how much has been approved by the local government ministry, because I have gotten hints and I've had some documents. Unfortunately, I'm unable to put those documents out today because you was away on the desk. And it is possible, so we can zoom in and know, so these are the people who actually leak the information. So I have been waiting for official response from the ministry as we speak. 14-day time limit now. Out here, almost from my in the because I have the information to know. I made them a call or your TV or your FM in Kumasi. So the call and na so MC it off. No journal no more. Your boreholes 35 na agenda make sure say. Onya, but the boreholes that you have drilled, I can tell you an authority say, averagely across the country, more NDC for more 2 boreholes. Titisika 1 billion and over averagely. And then Kanesike, Nesike, about 100,000 Ghana cedi averagely. Can you tell me, say me boy na say, no kwena make a show no? If we MC na no,
Baako anasa yaka abomu.
Baako, Kwame, Baako.
How?
Across the country, in fact, I have gotten information from Mampong as we speak. When him say Mampong, MC, Omono, and so there's their document. Kwame, we are made the best send. Don't say you are shocked. Omono, Omodo mutu miensa no mutu yeno. Omo Ghana, in fact, Omo the check number in Nasa Seneme. Ba kubia 1 billion.
Boho no. But be wo mi fie be mienu ana mi ensem. Says kana omo bono satisan ka me nye. Gani ka bia water west no wono sa 100,000 asem na wo kan. E be dia kwatwe nsu afiri ho aba.
Oh yes, come na make a show.
100,000.
Oh yes, 100,000 in fact. For one borehole.
Ade one dey no. One mo dey yibia electromagnetic ade bia sisu a wo de bucket ni duru wa na ebu ana say
the gold ball photo gold free one. Because me can some lecture MC you know. MC ni say oh asefo who didn't draw no cre then I'm so okay. Then you wo de no to say because what na ha ka say you mo mrane and I say to mrane for because what to 35 boreholes ewo asokwa. O say oh me de any there the two no 80 to 90,000. Kwamutini also to the no 90,000. Just so say maybe 100,000 I may come. A boy then. And I say no crab no cray woman say or no go to 90,000. And you Nkrumah your 2 borehole 90,000. 90,000 or no neck come. And not crampo maybe 1 or 2 few municipals. In fact, they do crampo to her clear me. Kwame me say, oh, Adam 4 came here. We shall say came me a fee. Boreholes or more degeno. Budget or more some more degeno, or more debate degeno, or more my budget say. Come on, 1.2 billion Ghana cedis.
Or Madame Futibebusan.
Fair no like I say, oh 2 boreholes about 120,000 Ghana cedis, 1.2 billion. Sir Fred KMA boss, so only Mukaudu or Quabre. Nekatene say how much no budget is somebody by a borehole or Quabria at Tuameso about 1.5 billion 150,000. Come, Monsieur Crono boys will boy Nkrumah Izo, and because of optics settings and for a dean CSOs are quiet. How do you say what could drill boreholes or on the cultures of the polytank is so? Kwame no Pia Bonten as also per borehole. Obimbe 2 borehole mawa what you are chana 18,000 20,000 what you are quite cheap. If I do could 15,000 crowd be near two. And it's all the polytank basis so small pipes here and there. And yeah, cost around about 30,000. How do you take the taxpayers' money, say, times 4, about 400%? Come in a ref, you say, Orange and similar, say, MPP for your comfort. Share tipper tracker, Ura for Kaya, almost a market price, there is 45,000. Yeah, they get 78,000, about 70% increment. 70% almost they call Ura. And then more, 400%, 300% inflated prices as compared to market prices. And these people have not been able to refer themselves to oral. Across the country, this is what they are doing to us. Boreholes, a bit near 2, a bit 1 borehole, Sika Mode, Ghana, a bit near 2 and 9. Many people back for Waje, not your good bottom. This is what is happening. And that is what is happening at our various assemblies. All assemblies of Kwame, and yes, assembly Baku, all assemblies. That is what I'm saying is that there has been a policy approval from the Ministry of Local Government. It is shameful. It is a worrying and troubling situation, Kwame. How people are milking the state, yet they are pretending to be working. They are pretending to be working because a young Kofubi Ghana for Guinusa. They should come and tell me I'm lying. Their own MC has confirmed that this is what is happening. Their own people are confirming. Kwame, money despite media for because you say no media for yet me chase come be a man for 78 million a year Juma. Kwame, people are not talking about, and I said the media themselves are not even talking about Bonia Ekosu Okrumah. Ashanti Regional Minister is a young man, but the same year the MCs, the DCs, and the Tista Kronu way so. He is quiet and telling us that he has painted Asqua interchange. You see, no crowd is so on your share. But look at the amount of money they have stolen. Omaba Kacho say, see a paintee, a Asqua interchange, you know, and KB ever cost Ghana millions of Ghana cedis. But have they asked you how much? Sebi, on one cousin MCs need DCs, and we go bottom by way of drilling boreholes. The way question on the optics, no more fetch, no more real baby, Ghana fool. DACF allocations are making once for the first time in 8-9 years. DACF Penny Ekoyamsen, one first account command youth agencies. NYE, YE, Cap Krempo Yanfanko, you know, per the NYE Act. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nampo, promulgated in 2016. XSS, he can't be banned. DACF 5% na mobile free the total revenues no. What do you move 5% kwa koma NYE? 2017 Akufo-Addo dey about 80 million na koma awon. 2018 Akufo-Addo dey about 75 million na koma awon. 2019 about 40 million. 2020 about 50 million. 2021 Akufo-Addo dey about 38 million na koma awon. 2022, about 49.5 million on the Koma. 2023, yes, I did be about 40 million. 2024, you be fixed the bar from bar 37 million. Momo bar 2025, what bet is the medical NY so every 37 or about 14. O we no almost have a child who catch say assemblies no assembly be anwa, and now me no can say, Sikane de Kohon and a cost will be quite the Biomaka Azano. Almost assemblies no. Say 1 million and 9 people for them are more, and almost common fund and a cover 3-4 million. Into my idea. Meanwhile, they are suffocating the youth agencies. And in 2026, for the first time, Kwame, Omafaka Prebampo and Fanko. And so a Koyamson, our DACF pen, you know, what say DACF and a DACF formula no de buy no, or no allocated 131 million. And they are one office over Tankai, no what this is cano, or terminal as operations. Kwame, what terminal as operations? 131 million. You could not even give 10 million of this money. Or 20 million of this money. Now, Kwame, what is operations? And I'm make on he himself. And I trust operations.
Operations of the year. Go round, monitoring.
90. Youth development in this country is not important. Is that what they are telling us? Are they not the same people who told us a 24-hour economy? Kwame, we have a problem at hand. We have a challenge. Despite media for journalists for how the state is being milked by these NDC guys. Oko hospitals are agenda 111. The DCO, they have not been able to complete it. They are not even interested in completing them. Sika assemblies ni now kabomu womu wiano. Bakwame say assemblies 260 yamfanisa. Na se obiya to borehole 10. So obiya to borehole 10. Na se sika e daso no. Ana se sika omo fa no. Eye about 500,000. O de yamfano sa akeke. Now, Kwame, can you multiply 500,000 by 261 and see the amount of money that has? Yes, Kwame. Kwame, 500,000 by 261. And every assembly is digging boreholes. I'm afraid no sustainable water development. Every assembly. That money could have completed most of this agenda 111 that they are saying they are not going to do. The monies are getting into their pocket. People can pretend to be working and siphon resources into their pocket. Because on what basis can someone tell us that they will see a year interchange, send panel 1 year, then mum the open to any mum year babonabaso. When resources have been siphoned through contracts like a year and boreholes. Then who be that? Then see being penny sender. So we go 2 borehole or Ghana, also they are 100,000 or 1 billion. We need you people to support proper governance, accountability issues, transparency issues. The media as a force will have a role to play.
I won't say this here.
Kwame Pacho say.
It's that type of boreholes, no. When you are sighted, be, I won't say this here.
Oh, Kwame, me say a normal borehole. Me say me am calling so the crampo no. You tubu how? Me an kasa so Kwame to be. In fact, me an kasa me using a common fund. Common fund contractor me the my say from to be no. About 35,000 Ghana cedis. Me an kasa me to be me constituency. Assembly no so to be.
35 na dey any dey wom.
Pacho mechanized borehole. Utu we near there. Your friend is a poly tank. Near connected bibia na so Timamu barbecue. The same boreholes now. All the other assemblies are also drilling. And they came before to 120,000. Then Mumtafu for MPA to no just 35,000. But why that huge difference?
I see. Abo yam fan komo nsie na bibia ne yebesa afre why.
Welcome with us pa.
Peso me da ase onimonyamfo Vincent Kowasifua ene yede na atwetwe nkomo no me pa acho tie high. Home Zone Ghana Limited say wo fa nipa adwuma. Na Home Zone Ghana Limited de munim sense ase no ton. Na mba acho tie employment opportunity a ewo ho ma marketer. Na duties no as marketer no. Yes said there be on phone waje na was schedule fine. Yes on phone kwa na obeje course. Oje course wie na was schedule there bi. So be field work no nipa no a wo pass ase no woji number no a obehwe se obeba office na wo ne na kohwe se de asase ne sitie na ne didi nkoma ma na twusu ba bi a wo pe na chese o twe customers e de ma company ni sa Home Zone Ghana Limited na candidate no se wuti wager na aka so a ebeboa wager na aka so a ebeboa pa ko na adwuma ni nyina no dodo no ese oyo obi a unim social media marketing ye pa all platforms X, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp de ke ka hu nyina ese hu ye pa afei ese we fluent uti twi kasa no uti gan ene brofu ese we obi a wadi mfie 20 years e kopim 35 years na ese we obi nso so a under pressure obetimi aye adwuma kire se adwuma no so na enso ahokeka wo de ye no eboa pa si wani ji se woni Home Zone Ghana bedi enkomo a mepa cho fa wo CV eko info@homezoneghana.com info@homezoneghana.com fa wo CV fa ho ana frɛ number me bebo yi 0502 32 90 27 0502 32 90 27 0502 32 90 27 0502 32 90 27 ubetimi afre wa wo pe me pa cho ba bi e so tena no e wager na aka so no important ubetimi di CV ni so akọ info@homezonegh.com info@homezonegh.com ni nyina bom info@homezonegh.com na odi afa ho obejo fefe so ayina na yenkwa
Na mo story be nkura mpoto. Okay, na me wie daily guide. Yeah. Na me free daily guide mu a na menko daily post. Na wabo ho nkomo enti ma me skip anim ho no otuado na da yi na daily post achro sacked as Black Stars coach. Na NPA National Petroleum Authority na anamo a wo mutuo se gas ya de be adwuma so emfa atorenchen bia ma enda yesi obi de gas ni aduane ejato ama asedan simoja pade ni peina enu sei National Petroleum Authority ebodewuro kwampa ye betumi use gas e de aya ade a yenya ha obi awachire ena de atasuminu wo ye se de enkrofo ewiewia fan wo fu enu a ha adwene papa ana MP yewra anaze lawyer Godwin Eduji Tamaklo ba no ye ne se santo kroni na wo se yesisi entokro no ankrofo tumi fam ewiewia fu enu wo se disini na wodi ase ayoyo wodi ase ayoyo ama entokro na dedada fu ewiewia mdo wo sisi sini na campaign no de eguso a wo ye wakopiem wo yitin region peye mantemu a wo ka fu eno a enkrofo wiewia no ho asem bokoko se men try ndi aban yi to de unnim ko wia fu abia no a chede ye bechewo na ye chewo nso so wankasa ojejireje wankasa ojejireje all right na ayi 1 2 daily post democrat anu ani daily post democrat anu ani ena me woyi na last week enkoma udi ye big push so sourcing no ehun nkomo no akoto mampani anim ema mampani se da bi yenye ne saa anye bia se jankrofo kan wo mu a se yesi se banchinya eja ne kire enti mampani aye ne se report no a eba ye se eba big push a so sourcing na ekoso no mampani se wo se ahwehwem na ye se ahwehwem no won kan wona no keke na emom wakant wo se yehwem pa mampani ni civil society organization se ne hia wo Jubilee House na no dwada no na wo bo mama ne se nyame anim ne se ade na aba no enye sa na ope no enti se abetu anamo bi na se anipa bi hunu se anamonto na nkoyie na o ma kira adwene wo ho a why not e wo so hwe na oye nyema yie edi yie tu bebia wo se yie to enti mampani se wa penim difo omo hwa asem na ne nam de bokrata mu fa so sourcing ho no na yehu bebia bodin susande bodin ho no ebefa na President Mahama bieu wakasa atunu hu de free kenoforiata ka wakwaka US wa ya twini grade kura wo so wo mba no mampani se onyame anim ni saasem ne de endana boboa no na se bi odai wooling carpet create aso asem no mfam no ho no akase why so to all the understanding itself from the akwaso no na mampani se yoforiata kenoforiata eye ewo America no wonu ananim woni America aban asem enya asem de akwaso de si ane de eyo ne America aban na enya enya ti wo hunu se de enu ntia wo se krofo twini bewuremu a se na Keno for that Aqua America, you yan a day. What's America for? America, and our one. Nti Brano. What are you on the America? Some a 1 hour. No, are you on the America? Some na, I mean, crata we. Anyway, hey, Nana, go for you talk with Yama Petro and Costro. Nana, I do 13.
You used to diesel.
Hey, and I don't know 17. No, you found out 17.10. Nana, this is the end of money. Hey, Petro Johnson and I'm 13:30. And I'm 13:30.
It's a lot of number.
Hey.
Nana, young woman somra.
Omunya botrema yen.
Nana, young woman somra. Why, Nana?
Mana Matia. Wadaroma.
You.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Yamenu Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi. Eti yamenu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi. Papa so ba fie ni enwe fufuo ya. Asam aba na so oben. Wadi fufuo edi mprenu ne mpresa da kro. Ba ye di ni ehwe fufuo a. Akode wonwane.
Adwa mo adwuma. Se me ni fie adwuma di mini. Fufuo kakra ba o medie no. Eno to me twa da pasa. Aso wo kan na matire nyira.
Wati ate na make am mebo a.
Ebo de odi komum. Na se ade obra to twa. Fufuo ai wo wodwo mo pam. Na wo ma siu na wo timu aba. Na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa yam body fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kam kama ya yefra no need fufuo a
enya no bi na masori ba ntilizi kama me di ye yo
se bia
ma me hwe oh e bia need fufuo a ye kama say body fufuo ne mankani fufuo papa bi na wo kan say twan e posim na ede na me so kan so ancho simanu mpɛ no wa wie wo hwie wo kwa papa bi aguso
be chese de ama mani kura agisa need fufuo ho ama me ko to bi kura ba ne say se de Ghana for tipom fufuo no eno an wo ye no enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo dom ne we no a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de body ne mankani fufuo papa bi
ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne sanya wo fa mogyaduro ana pawia ne anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo e wo fi a eni gyenko a
FDA agi ejadie nkratoi atom.
This one be goodie and more. Got plans, got dreams, let your money work and take you places. Pan-African Savings and Loans are here again to give you an exciting promo. From March, deposit and save in multiples of 300 Ghana cedis for 3 months and stand a chance to win big in the goodie and more promo. Example, 300 cedis beyond when you're talking back, 600 tokens beyond 3,000 and the 10 full chances. The more we deposit, now when you're tokens be brave. Deposit today and tomorrow you feed dead Singapore. Yes, the grand prize is an all-expense paid trip to Singapore, sponsored by Just Travels, your trusted travel partner. Nenya nunko, bosomi biano, achede bebre, it's a 75-inch TV, microwaves, fridges, any achede bebre, ewa homao. Na high sense in this home appliances with amount. The more you deposit, the more chances you get to win. Open a current account to stand the chance of winning. So don't wait. Save more, win more, enjoy more. Goodie and more. Deposit today, enjoy tomorrow. You can call us on 030-221-3977. Choose Pan-African, choose greater strength.
Kuma eda yesiwa nyina ne se obeye military commander.
Attention! Eyes right. Stand at ease.
Ogusuri eda yesiwa adwumanti. Ni sika na ocommand wa EcoBank mobile app so.
Operation Supply Aketria. Dispatch Sika 1,000 units via Accra Benin in 10-10-10.
Etoda ope extra control na wetumi ato enyama ohia pe.
Mobile app command center. Activate virtual card protocols. Nitria sneakers ni t-shirt. Leather coats no dear. Abort mission.
Sure say General Adakrano. Na standing orders with any bill so. Wa EcoBank mobile app so no. Ubetumi akomande musika de didwe wa Ghana ni abibrem aman eduesa mensa so. Download the EcoBank mobile app or Play and Apple Store. Neyara.
By the left, about turn.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank, Enfreo, Ana Enseno SMS, Emisa wo PIN, OTP, bank card, Ana Ghana card, Samo da.
Kwame, mi ya umuao. Me ba penyin no kane no oni made pa. Na so nan se bua no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple gra. Fanuko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bona me ka asma chwas me faniko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wo no mo a. Wo de sua enko yie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kyira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. Eba ne sa. Fanabra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Ni nya nhwehwemu mfa na ni no. Oha bia entam se bewe ni asia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ni yade no eba emonka ye. Wadwe ye se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esiche yade no. Aye na momoni yade pa.
Sapepepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wan ko check up awani ho kra no. Enyem prenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wonu wabusua nyina. Ebra ni enya hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho. Oho bia no ye behwe ni asia no e de amamo. Ye wo abafun fidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye san hwehmu no. Ye dwuma efon so de. Wani wote enti uba ye be de ofel so. White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon. Ye be MTN office kese no. Free was 024 225 1983 and 024 045 2992. White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wenni eno kania.
Efiura, me mochi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase mam so. Wati? E ba fa se chia me. Mo yam no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wa fi, we die me pese oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we die ye kwa sori abo. Ewura de. Mo kwa sori. Ye bo paye. Ewura de ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne mma edi nsuohie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Na fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodew. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma sora akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiura ye wi a yakosere body pate. Ke Efiura, ruti fia se light bill no water bill ba wuntua bi. Wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom.
Ka hwe me catch no play fa. Say this way chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ne nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Se me bufu a, betumi ato bag mu a. Wate? Yeah, Efiura, we nkwa de ma abunfu.
Me koto nwe. Efiura fi de ya bre ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ya trimodefo.
FGA Ade Akye Abia atum.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Yeah. Abusa fasa so ama makwaba na de rubon krata no a eba enne mbunsam no na yegusu a yeyi ni kakrakra efri ebia mu ede mamo no na daily graphic de bakrata no eni okunin enim ho no ode aba se Ghana de sika kra bia ba Ghana Commercial Bank ene egbo amane se wodonfo nya encha de 2025 afia atwemu no bank na yire ne ho ye adwuma na adwuma bank ne ye no 2025 ko na wie ye no sika 3.17 billion aye Ghana cedis ena ye mfaso a Ghana Commercial Bank enya no 2025 adwuma wa mo ye no bizi to biu mfaso a Ghana Commercial Bank nya ye 2025 nko a aye 3.17 billion Ghana cedis aye no tax MI womunyante tax in free na tax free mu a ebia esobete batabele ya womunte tax in free mu no bebia edru no ana bebia emfaso womunya ye no na obakata feto so mienu a onse assemdi bia wo oman mu no ye womu nchichemu ye wo circuit court ye wo court of appeal wo ye wo high court ena ye wo supreme court ena ye court batan ya nechi court bi ani ho na okwa krata fe to so mienu o Daily Graphic Obama ne say Supreme Court eba o my Ghana no enfrinsia pori ohane aduonum 150 years ena Supreme Court aye adwuma se court batan e wo mayimu enti obinya 150 years na o celebrate here.
Okay, FM.
The broth no ASS Crescentennial says Crescentennial celebration. Just say will be the 150 no. And I say ya was silver jubilee, ya was golden jubilee. Enti we no me nim no jubilee no. As a gold war diamond we bet me a diamond na. And the Supreme Court at the 150 years. Na penifo gbachire fiti justice kwadie upon justice mamiwe Chamas ebesi emprem chief justice owo justice Boni. So nana enti en da ho no eno no na me pe story ba ku bi e wo Daily Guide bo krata yi mu ma me hwe se me hu ha ba entina nana ye se dia kwa si no na anano mampeni dada na nado dan kwakufu ado oyamia frene so mbe na dwuma yi a na no Anglican sorry eden no so fotade she no ma urobu ye kama omresasi free aso dem wo ba bonten ho pictures ni hu fonyini na nanie ba man ye san kane mampeni na nado dan kwakufu ado se do ye lay canon nti Reverend Father Canon His Excellency na nado dan kwakufu ado nti krata no dia ba Daily Graphic de bo krata no bia what is enkrofo kan wunyi ni a enonya Daily Graphic no ko krata fe to so dun wotwe a ewo ho
Okay, FM.
na name Radford University College na nu yi na wo mo bodwa na adisafo mababaji wo meso num nindie ye ja wo mo kwan so wo mesua de awie na etitre ni anintini a Radford University College to nsa frɛ wo mo se wo mo mba dwumede na senfo mo nim nyam beta dwumede na chi ebiewu siehunu a wo menya wa brabom ama wo mo abo wo mo ho so ebiebie wo mo nnwuma ma afoforo eye bi ma wo mo sako wo ma no saa nimdie ni bi wo mo ne school kwada ne meche titru ni wo mo a wo ma graduate iko no na enmonyamfo yi mu baako eye yenya yewura Dr. Ernest Oforisapon ni nua pani ene Dr. Kwame Despite na Dr. Ernest Oforisapon eko Radford University College omo graduation ase na nana okoka asem a enkwada no mfirinsia wotwe a wo mu di wo school ho no wo mu nte da kira wo mu sabre ya wo mu wie Suapon University ya wo mu kwai ade a wo so wo mu ye wo mu ntwan abanya nsa no manya adwuma ye na mum kwanya wo mu befa so ebie wo mankasa adwuma wo maje bibia ma wo mu ho wo mu ndan aban na wakwa kira wo mu kwanya ye wo be create opportunities akonya ne dia wo ho bebre wo ho enti Dr. Nesoforisapon etun kwadaifo se bomochiche finsa be ka ze danchime wo yeni na chinye se onu tufo ewo se dia ankrankra bi betumi abono ho so na wotumi aye wonu anka se adwuma na se wape bibia ya a wonda aban a wetinye bi anim because we odon fa dum nti we bia nyuma so special group of companies adenabem sa nimdie ni bi na no de akoma graduate yi Daily Graphic de bokrata no enso te ya wo se ya sempa enti wo matchro e wo krata fa to so edonu nsia enano pe ya
See, now, Edmund was in the way.
You're down for them. You're down for Nana.
Ah, madam.
No, yeah.
Kebin so na edan na brofo no gumu no.
Yatum.
Yantum bia ayino a chopper na ehwe wo no helicopter se hwan e bia na taba ni bia yi akobos ade na to ogu. Ya frafra.
Ampo nti brofo na fra. I see. Hey. Dia tibrofo. Nana. Nana Juma Sapon. Nana Juma Sapon neka say. Nana Juma Sapon say, Ghana ye hu ani wuo. Said ye pay hu ani. Se tomatoes yi na Burkina Faso ma abra. Omo makwan ma ebi mfiri ho emba aman a Ghana kan ho bi emu. Wose sa ade na aba no. Eyenim guase pakase pa de ma oman Ghana. Eyenim guase de ma yen. Eyenim guase de ma ye pa se baby ya baba bedri pa so oman pa ye te wo se ye kwakra tomatoes ntos ama baby ya kwakra free no
Okay FM.
E ho aban se wo makwa ma tomatoes bia ntos bia free no ho empie na ahayen se wo man se ebe ha ye duane noa se adanya tomatoes ye wo no man ntos no ya hanusa aw dabi na ba ne say wo man ya asase nchire we di ade betum bia ebe fifi bibi ya to ma Burkina fo na maye ntos di aduane Burkina maye ntos ya de salad ya de stew ya de nkwan hey nana chronicle de bakrata na mfimfi ho awrawo se ma esi ye wo ye friend say yi Accra New Town yi na mampeni ya be di akire Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opokwajman woni abamu mpenifo abanan akọ edi omani akọhwe ja si asem nyan fans ma batan kwakọhwe se de ade natie se de ye na okoya na post dom so sanyene yewura IGP Christian Tete Yohunu enso ne mrantie no ewo ho eko assess situation no ahwe eba ne sen first hand information na okonom na nana wadanfo kan ho Muntaka Mubarak interior minister so kan ho bi no mkoja vice president ma wo mko ye ko hwehwe dia ekoso no na wo mu free baby asem ne si ye no mba police hospital awone prafo no eda banso be hwe wo mu kama
Okay FM 101.7.
Yeah woye mami entin komo we mefiri mesa ba nche me das nemo me ko bankese men kan kire se usika control wa braso se wa control usika EcoBank mobile app no aba ema utumi ma command usika eye business transaction business across 33 African countries ena ewiase ba bia me pa cho tie ni ye would you seek out commanded the electricity, water, school fees, and why payment near the idea na ebi na ubet me a creative virtual cards area to be a win be a money commander no any EcoBank mobile app kwa App Store, Play Store, ne commande usika na downloading so and one way me pa cho EcoBank in front kan kire wo say fa pin number mayen and OTP one time pin fa mayen and our bank card and Ghana card details fa mayen bibia ne se won tiase e won koma me ne udie hu a na wa frɛ 0800 003225 0800 003225 EcoBank the Pan African Bank yen kon komo so na fe ye ne honorable Ochrebefi MP for New Drabin South entwetwe komo a former deputy minister trade na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo honorable mema wakwa baba fidie so
ya dokuna omira na hoye
ehu yo na mo so
ami adomo hene
woye maba wo nchen anopai ayam hyehye wo na ye hu na no ada da bia ye kokra tomatoes e free Burkina ene ne mpotamu e ba na no ada ye maame no ye nuanom a wo mo kɔ wo mo so atsem wo ko hu ye na nya asem ketwa kunkum bie ebrim bie nim ne ade Burkina Faso tomato export no kwa wo mo bane.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Yeah, adwadie hu nsam eso asam a eba abato Ghana yi wo kan say
yo mira me das bebre metin chake se ma oti fo no pe nyina didi kan me pese o fun is one say sa tomatoes from a mana omokoy some tomatoes or nothing Burkina Faso terrorists attack you na minim se wonim se kofori afoka ho
o da bi minim da kofori afoka ho
kofori ni na mo pod ko mani wuye ene na nsia ne na isi na chikra
ene monka fra
na ye nti chief of staff by ebebe bikire ma ban na ba ko no so a oda hospital ye bonfire se nyame bo Thursday and Friday be yinu no so abefi ye ono no idi hono tomatoes asemi minia arahusem dinti arahusem say Ghana in the sub region and make ECOWAS sub Ghana intimi dia tomatoes all year round ye seasonal tomato did we want to say idiano seasonal ye nuano said ye afimuni na idiano ba ko Burkina Faso especially middle and northern side of Burkina Faso omo dia tomatoes afimunya and there be no advantage we nim saying na and not there be a say Ghana for bebre eco Burkina Faso some koto tomatoes sanse dia bebre nti no witimi tin bebre e ma na yefo e ma nkofo fia ma no ne ene aman so eco koto tomatoes ni bi eno ena dakro Ghana for bi koya fufia nkoto ata nkunya mane and actually no Burkina Faso are buying and our president on that Burkina Faso are no and the tabo ato Burkina Faso form of tomatoes so say ubie ni ya se ha obetimi apato Burkina Faso tomatoes and now say Burkina Faso ni bie de boa obetimi aton tomatoes efi Burkina Faso dia kwa my the Ghana na be bia koton e asem kese en ye tie no ye odadwe ni o ha ma ye the same popin na kubisa minia yes asem hia na ya rosem tan say ya fe ye ni fi Burkina Faso for tomatoes no so ne ka se de ni to ye nko ye de so a e kombe edin ebe critical amai o Ghana eno nti na edumre a e wo se Ghana mpenifo ni aban sorry e wo no mo ye hu bibi Burkina Faso for no ye call WTO World Trade Organization meeting conference 14th conference at Basel Cameroon Yaoundé last week in Chenchen they had the sideline meetings we held a bilateral meeting Minister for Trade and the team I call ye name Burkina Faso a buying penny fushai Yaoundé and ye kasa wada Roma ade omudia baby amani hunu and you wusem MY na MY mine punto no asema omukan no abotoyom de and so in tentem ya no bia nya nentem o masama mo kan de say o kire so aban no eni ampre say o pese or industrialized country no they want to go into serious industrialization in the one who say o mo di abande ba ko mo wo ayabo mo pa e mo di nyeska ana mo di yedwuma tomatoes intino o mo mankofo abibi tomato factories in some cases o mankofo fiama no ne abeto mo tomatoes na kwa omo kromo for na mo bie factories no omo nya tomatoes no process emfa nya fi de dwuma mo na mo ya kan omo te jom de brand kaba ko ma na omo nim say on president say enya afebo enti the ombe pejata board and no and my eboto e makran so enya immediate so I say after nobody nkraneko makodi ho dwuma eno nti na wo say aban sorry woni ma me no idi can say aban must be intentional on this oh e ba edwedi nsem a aban we dey e hiasem say we can about vegetables to de efie bia bu de adwane ento bia no wo betimi asori a okasa o hia tomatoes ofie and fresh tomatoes yentimi for any so to obi so kwa de so and there was a buying say me say a buy must be intentional. One, intentional in the sense that Ghana for betimi I tomatoes I have big farms and on my large scale farming in tomatoes and as a vegetable production I buy more montentem those can technical support. No sorry, no now so the bay on make me a BPA on me in dia a what to be briamaye. Who said Ghana, your arable lands, your lands near very fertile. And you want to be bra and a tomato should be also any chance and any. It is a buying intentional, not what Ghana for when you embrace some person with tomatoes, cultivation, no dear tomatoes are. A man support with seedlings, technical support, and money. I didn't agree. And then secondly, a buy must also create a different orientation on some backyard farming and go for year. Now first year palm, a buy 8 minutes up view. No be encourage Ghana for person who dribia on your farming, or mufiechi, and so count. So the day of it dribia to be among you be at their 7 fee. But also means that a buy must also attract investments. Large scale investment or big investment, maybe either a foreign direct investment or a local investor or large scale farming. Make up so near the ama Ghana for you. In the beginning, said 3 steps we know about the year boy pa as of mine. Hello.
Maybe that's a sad way a year idea our watch. Na near him say way beba. And I'm open one muy baby.
Your interest at near one was industrialization, trying to encourage incorporate omumbra and large scale farming in general. No one penny or sa omon. Name big no one 10 around. Adding value to it. So the baby in your business export to America and they are buying men. If you be a sick and also can one day one program no any are buying intentionally trying to build industries and I say set up industry, encourage people to set up industries. Well, me did say we maybe a drone. I buy back what a buyer MPP are buying no and this are buying back buy the chumco. Near bit me any the end young in the chum. Men can say the year and I did the but see what's important there. As a we have to do something immediately to resolve the problem. And these points are very reasonable. They were boy as of mine in the short run. Because it is about all means, no, maybe a developer, no, maybe a who develop winning to a minus will be review. I don't think there was a one cast out or the at all. No, I ain't near no, now, I ain't every piano. I buy a bay, President Mahama buy a by CCA. They also wear some intended. Now you build a new tomatoes vegetable industry. But what only large scale farming and the small scale farmers can even enter in that way. Now I buy more support no to be too much.
Na weno animanimu ya ebra ban yibe. Edi an yebetumi aye biem yebetim de ani ahwe omanfofo bi so across the sub region. Na fe de wo kan ya de ni nyina so agu akwam ana.
Minia nda make it say tomatoes dua no and this kobe dua cocoa dua cocoa ni kube ni dua no a chance na nyin mango e che kakransa na nyin cashew e che ansa na nyin tomatoes dua de en che kakransa na nyin
nche koraa nti no aban transfer enye hwekan gam na me kan say aban must be intentional na me kan no aban enye no ho hyɛ da sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔboa ma ade no ɛsɔ because any chance na enyi nti no it's likely say ye won kofo mu dua tomatoes e wo system ndi da ye ma mo support kakaka ho a o betime bia o mataban mu atrem edua bebre ye o mo so a o mo nya o bedua so mo niska o mo ni o beto seedlings o beto fertilizers o beto manure so ne ne ma dia e aye o fertilizer o mo dey o majuma combine must help in that direction it will make us say the government must be intentional here no must be set to support people who want to do and even attract investment in that area. And the person be a convention to enter into farming, vegetable farming, especially tomatoes farming. Who say, would be born into my fish roast view? Some say, oh, one two my fish roast here, or the two one no, and she be an assembly. Ghana a tomatoes no, time I be an idea. If you are to see a fini in Munte. Middle of the year, na Ghana near Ethiopia. And the sea no your tomatoes of Ghana. It is here your tomatoes of Ghana. You be near Ghana. I'm buying a bit way they make a home. Said the mayor answer the Cassie, you be jai tomatoes, Nanka Yatwa, Yano all year round. Yay, in do 6 months and near jai, there be jai. You make us why ya, which time I be bria. Ghana Fogina, be a native crack to be a mamma on the 4 days car. The Babacan is our mind. Intimidity said the most important thing is that it cannot be business as usual. The thing that be a on daddy. We Abai must be very intentional. Uncle said, no, I did with the and I want to solve the problem. In solving the problem, no, they'll be able to resolve it once and for all because you have to make like 3 months, 4 months, right? But yes, starting in Tema, near young for them, the same breed, near encouraging for someone new about future. Near a man for technical support, wow, pay seedlings, and a memory, wow, pay support, technical support, a memo, technical support, wow, pay Scalia, one, a memo, wow. I'm here to see a lot of people would jump in and do the business. It may create a lot of opportunities.
Honorable Mamena was na mensenya mpamfa ma so.
That's a baby Benjamin Shalmira.
Bese me da se pa. Onomanyamfo Ochirebe fi MP for New Dwaben South. Former Deputy Minister Trade and then Industry. And then atwetwe nkomoke 101.7 so ini na yenko enima na ohina na yenhwese ne ene manso ebesi akwe.
Yeah. Adane ma de ekopa.
Ayo to adu a masakina na ma ora.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Na no mo ni agye no me ka hu bi o.
Sa.
Ai.
Sa die wase na wi. Tuma ni se an nkwa wi.
Ba bi. Eye. Kakra na wa ye na aye.
Sa kra new town building.
Oh. Oto.
Oto.
Oni nyame nko.
Mu wa ne.
Oni nyame nko. Be ma be ye bi wa be ni na.
Na jure ga no ko.
Wasem. Na Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. Ena wodi ato ema wo menya dibre ewo aban mu. Amambo yi ma wo menya dibre wo mu otu o mofo pa se dibre na oba ade aye adoma mo obonsa aka no. Emamu ntoto na se kra. Wo mun fanse san yemra na yemu mu din ka asem. Ese oba asmesia na oba benten. Yemane dibre. Na dibre ye de ma no. Adwuma we no ye. Waye we ama edensesan aba. Sa pepepe na ya hwehwe se besi. Ntu ye futu no de ma ema wo manya dibre. Ama the daily banner so the bokrata Ade Abba na eno so no chronicles bi a me
na mame nkwana me ndi nkomo we se mesa ba nche me dansi woni monyamfo Eric Opoku minister for agric na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo honorable memwache
Okay.
Umpom to say
Tedi abwanda Roma na kwa hoye pa
ami eja na anu an yeti se yesi Burkina Faso se wo mu obi akwan ema wo mu sporting free wo mu kromwo ema wo mu memu ni titu ye Ghana fo no eja ya yemuja ya didi hu nkomo wate de wunua ketwa ochireba afi nso ka fa de yebetumi ayo ho na enkomo yi etisen
yo kwa bem say dedi ga machia woni watiefo nyina na machia mini ochireba afi wakasa no pa kama pa na Kwame asomne ne say Ghana kan to si fi Burkina Faso no emse aseyi pa na eyade nso a ha Ghana man enye se omne tabo ato se me metonto si obi onti ena wo se ani biri sesi ase ano ya sha se dada e de nyoma egu akwan se tomato na ye cra free Burkina Faso no ye beyi ye ho free because how keke na kwa me de omne se problem nan kasa no se wan ti ase ye pa won't solve problem no Ghana ha tomatoes wa ye di na firi nyina ye bu hu nkonta no and 805,000 tons. Even say 800,000 metric tons. And a yen tosia Ghana afimuni nyina ye di no Ghana ha. And a Ghana ye bia ye nyano ye bia de etimi produce no ye timi de kwa bontre koton di bie no. And no ye 510,000 tons. And approximately no ye wo be 300,000 tons yentimi nua enti ye kokra ene ye de be sha nan now yera adentina ya sa si ye bede na ntos ye timi dua na ha na Burkina Faso asasi ya omutimi di antos etimi nya dodo ema ye kokra bi firi ho ebe so ye de so e de this problem no eba na ye trans de ye hu ye ne se Tori asase a Burkina Faso di biantos na enya asase kakraka bia nemom omasase no omo de irrigation afaso a ometu adua ntos no afimu ni nyina omo wata mamu dua omo harvest no omo breaki no omo san a prepare omo ho na omo san adua bio ena omo san wo variety a eye seed omo di dua so omo dua sa seed na eye hectare bia no omo nya there's 18 tons ekwa free so per hectare yield no 18 tons ba wo de ba ye de na ye variety na edua na ha no ye kotwa ye ade kra no ye nya 8 tons it is almost you ye man say 17,000 hectares of land and a didua because hectare bia umunya 18 tons nti Burkina to produce 306,000 metric tons. 306,000 metric tons. But what about Ghana? So you use 92,000 hectares. And you did biantos. Nemo, it sounds like you see, you know. Yentiminya output look at CNA 8 tons, you know. Now your production, no, and quite senia, Wamodiano Kono. It year produce over 500,000 tons, a soldier Wamodiano, but with your population. Any idea your consumption no so kakrakate o mo de no ejikwa be na ye fa so sia no Kwame Nkrumah obakaya ye launch feed Ghana program no ye kan say ye the program bi ahemu a ye fa no vegetable development project na vegetable development project no ye boto e pa ne say ye beboa ma ye tinya duantos no kama say ne be ya Ghana man ye be jai tomato importation no na yetime nya yintos wa ha a process bi wa ha etime export bi ama ayeyi enti de ya sha ase aye ne se sidia ya di bia se sia no ye pen papa pa ebe mayen years na ye pen no enti ye ne wakifo adi nkomo o mama assurance within a matter of 3 months ajima bi o maye no say ye trim bo muska sam kakra bi a o metia maye sidia ya nya kra no ye benya a free 15 equal 20 tons per hectare no e de aba afei ye ne CSIR Alfonso Shiai almost the same thing if the ayan share say ye support to omo no ma ye seed no e de aba but in the meantime no see that FSRP and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture any CSIR aye ho adwuma ye bibia no ye tododo na ye tumi acheche e de ama omo a edua tomato ni nyina sebe ya o betumi adua no dodo na Kwame enyama ye di gu akwanso ni bi ne say seed na chi no se si ameno ka say ye procure seeds na ye de bema akuafo no ye identify areas a owudia tomato na eye yie ni nyina ye putu omadua no into classes ye de buyers akọ ha omno mu ye adwuma enti ye ma mu ntosira ombetumi adua no mo na buyers no ato ha in fact last year no ye putu farmers no together ye the groups no mako 81 and ye do omo ye 81 ye select omo from 28 districts 28 districts no omo nyina land omo cultivating ye cambo no na little above 1,000 hectares and ye hu say eswa afi e wo say ye koyanim nana omo say na omo nyini say sha ye say omo dua buyers meto no ho no ebetu aye no kre ba omo dua ye hu say etu ato no ho no and afi omo scale up e dey akọ 40,000 e dey amayen say si omo seed are ready a ye dey seed ni nyina e koma omo and afi dey aye no kase pa ne say ye irrigation Kwame Nkrumah Tikese somewhere in June July Ghana Mampanyini call Asunafo South kukum ko ne call launch vegetable development project no ye irrigation ye 2 boreholes a mechanize e dey akọ field no na akuafo na tumi adua tomato any pepper and in some cases onion ye dua no all year round eno ye dua ni nyina no ye the buyers na kwa ye pack house ho e the buyers na no omo mu dua ya na omo ye dey to ye 60 hectares e wo Asunafo South then from there you move so call Fetenta Jinejire Brekum area ho e also contractor no wa ye dre boreholes no e also ye 60 hectares e wo ho sa se si ayen krata wi a ye the contractor san call Chiobodom e also ye tomato pa e also ye koye 60 hectares sa wo ho and the area no 60 hectares 60 in the northern enclave no I want to 250 boreholes. They say you drill out of 250 you drill mu be say 180 plus. Na sa boreholes na ye no EU any FAO no mu shi omo nko ache mu 44. Omo be che sa borehole no 44 because you drill actually na mama no na omo timi dia ye petrano ama ayeyi. Na Canada for nso che mu 25 boreholes. Say project na you must some the boreholes no support omo de no you complete 15 of them 10 of them no within next month you bet me awie ni nyina baby kakra nya problem AFD before the my na 88 boreholes na no you drill no areas na you dey fans no you lose amanfo nso ye moa wo honom e bi say ya fence asase na you dey vegetable development na one between akom akosai sa enfudie ni nyina and the asama contract say omunye fencing e wo areas na yadre borehole no your coverage area ni nyina anya fencing no wo ho seba ya kuafo no mu ya adwuma na emoa no entimi enkomu enkosai no then again Kwame Nkrumah Tikese tie me there
meet your prime minister meet you
then again say si ayeka say on say your tunnel irrigation system no tunnel irrigation system no eno nko cover asase a 2,400 hectares. Na sa 2,400 hectares no na akuafo de dodo na adua tomato no na mu dua na Ghana fo no nto ye tomato because na ye tomato no nsuo mu dodo sa variety na mu dua no wote gu ha nche na epro eti na omu sign ho even though e produce bi wa no na omu sign ho kɔ Burkina Faso na kɔtɔ eti ma omu dua no omu gyae enu dua e di asase nyinaa kodua amo eti ban semi ba we call the manager me ankasa na manager no e kasa as a manager ya ba si enya asase bi na de tomato na ye de buyer bro say oh honorable say buyer no e be banko an be ma seed no nko ade a ye ni from the fair mafles o ye tomato buyer no anso na ye producer kese commercial scale e wo Ghana ha e de ne kasai e no ne omo akasa say omo me ma 500 hectares of land ye the 500 hectares in my farmers no e dua tomato no under irrigation so we can ensure all year round production na omu dua na mafles no ato on the be seed na ye say aba market no afen so ye ne akomadanfo no kasai many manager he akomadan no so e kasai omu so kaso beti amaye 100 hectares ye under irrigation edinura ye team no ko akomadan ekohia omu nyina na last year 2025 no nya problem kakra wa akomadan farmers no dua omu ntosi no problem bi ba omu ntosi no bebre asai enti yamam ko he numbers omu de asai no nipa be se 30 and ye he kwan kra fa so a ye be support omu kakra na 100 hectares no farm mate ene mafles ahwe na omu tumi adua omu support akuafo na dua na omu to e de afri ho so e de amaye now say what irrigation na yenya seed na ye pena eno be bia ye irrigation bi anso ye pack house a udua utre no na ye beto de agum a enseye na kwame adiyom say ye nhwemu no woni say Ghana ntosi na yenya 510,000 tons no the assign kwa ye 30% ebe post harvest losses no 30%
the assign kwa 30%
30% ye te ntosi no wa ha say ya the essay kwa say if every afuom bedu market na say no eno nko aye 30%. Wow. Say yetimi ye pack houses na ye no na ye the buyers no koma farmers no ewo farm ho na ye mo mu seed na ye wona ye be reduce post harvest losses no post harvest losses no nko ano eno nko aye take ye 153,000 tons. In the 153,000 tons right triple ho ban a ebema Ghana de ye kraba na ka etra swatia ye ketekete a na ye seed no ba kese ebe solve problem no cry dey everywhere na kwame me mama fa we nto a enye se Ghana krantos fi Burkina nti tambia na ye krantos da bi ye wo bra Burkina for harvest harvest na kesiem sa bre no e na Ghana kokra bi na omo so production no edru March ending pe no production na ba form na fe no prepare for the next season. Come what must say?
Did you?
And year be a do sabre ya from March econo. Yes, not Ghana and import into in free Burkina Faso from our records and from our interactions with the Burkina authorities. And what has happened there? Oma now so my way no. Obiaka so mo now so ye enti and a short to ye nya bi ni ade a enya sanet ye.
Because now we crowd busa say Sanka we ya ma nka san hye ye no di hu nkomo nka beba.
Oh, sana make sure say ye launch vegetable development project no in June July be kaya. Ye launch no ahafukukum. Na ye bota any say for say ye si sadia na ye ka say ye ma ye nkofo nkofa bi o ma because we are able to produce sufficiently here. And I say see ano almost de buy na ye dey aba. Enti o here Feed Ghana document na ye chro na yes, share the senka yenko 2028 enko 2029 no na yenka to sibio and the buy na banti you see a double up your effort sabe ya within and sabe ko si 2027 no you bet akata failure yentos no yetia producer ye hia obi ade bio entina ye issue press statement say me amini president engage and ye catch the press say so we niam ye de gu akwan so a nyame gina ye chi a ebedru next year no na Ghana ntosi ya nya dodo a ebebro yen so kra me no kasa no pay me fi dowenya eye ye greenhouse facility ho e na eba sisi ano dowenya greenhouse no ye wo tunnels no makoma 100 ye di nyina edua ntosi ene ye makwa city ntosi bia ye harvest ye free south farm no e na supply hotels ni bi shopping malls a Ghana 100 below her, Omunyantos a day, every hall. Now, Yasa move every greenhouse anymore, as the open field. I did irrigation cover, almost a beer tomatoes, maybe as I had as I support. You correct nursery, my year, now call me tomato Nidiano. Nursery no kwa ya. You have about 3 weeks, now and you know, to a cofield. 3 weeks. Now the cofield. Oh, the cofield, why? Tomato variety, why? Achacrano. 90 to 100 days now was what to take and toast, come. And you hear Niama, I walk from Cia. You will GDS, you may be Bronya and Cobronya Breno, Nantos and Abba Baby, Ama Akuma at home. Now, they bought the car on say, I can't say, Obianya garden when fee. And did I hear president, you can say, Obia garden, on Yena, on Fanya vegetable sacra. After your son support in secondary schools, any state agencies now. You know me feed Ghana no. Any schools ni na omo ye feed Ghana ni bi no. Se be ya omo nyina so e be ye tomatoes ni bi. Enti ye mo tomato seed no, ye mo technical advice no, na yet me adua no more. Ama Ghana man so obi ahwa ato no bi. Enti ba kai na nsem ho a ayi agogode ne ba ye no. Omo dua ntosi na omo nya atofo no. Ye ka kire omo se ye bre omo seed, we dey ye to we dey ama schools no. Na ye bre omo seed e fi na record no. Seed amon friendly any ye de atofo ko ho e koma o so mu wi a atofo na beto no so the seed no e no mo pe enti enya problem a em say that alarming tania ye paja no say hey so no say see to car never vote akoy say de wo ko adidomi no nto so ni wo kwa no hu bebre a o mo pe atofo udu kwa ho sisi ho bebre enti ye run shortage a na ye bia du sabre ya ya na Burkina yenka yenya dodo no mfi Burkina sabre free April econo enti enye problem with the irrigation edi gu akwan so no Kwame, I can assure you that next year around this period me ameba wa fidie no so na ye nyina ye twetwe tosi nkomo say will change the story because President Mahama is committed to ensuring say ya changes our story no na Ghana kwa ye produce beyond consumption afedie ye process dodo na ewa ha.
Ene ye behwe onim sa obeba na ye di hu komo de na ehia ye pan se sa tomatoes ye betimi process dodo no awo ha e de se de wo kan
medase
ona mo meso medase wonimanyamfo Eric Opoku eye MP for Snafo South Minister Agric na ye na twen komo na se bibia ni obio Ejmana na yaye no. Ejmana na yaye no. Happy birthday to Mr. Maxwell Boache Derrickson. Yewura Maxwell Boache Derrickson. Uza atari bia shemene fa ne free McDerrick's Tea Bags Boutique ewo Abeka Junction ha. Na owo Peace FM ye ni mu ya utwa kwan ni mu a bra na ebo ho no. Na Eja Maxwell Boache Derrickson, McDerrick's Tea Bags and Boutique, our Abeka Junction, and now your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Onyankopon nhyira no mo ho ban e Yesu Kristo din mu adumunti yase amen. Ye from here ready kwa wasa no Kwame Nkrumah Tikese me money show president of the land me pedo peni kwa mo usuadio mi moto hina na Kwame amoso enka. Ya munyina moniti a oje anyado yakramo.
If you're being racist, because I don't. Once, the initial state, there was an initial state. I just feel like you just have.